Welcome to Epic Enclave, a show where a bunch of really cool dudes play Dungeons and Dragons and listen to Limp Bizkit.
And rip off the opening lines from other successful D&D groups.
Nope. Last we left off, the Mr. Men were in the crazy floating island named the Monastery of the Distressed Bodies. And they were getting the journal of... what's his name?
Qualish.
We left the Mr. Men in the control room trying to convince the brains to keep the platforms raised so they could get into this separate floating island, which had the stuff we need. I can't remember the intricate details, but a bit to and fro. We taught them all into it.
Yeah.
And so we went across. We discovered a horde of like loads of shit, basically. And as we're sort of rifling through it all, trying to find stuff, we come across the journal, and it's connected to another brain. And this brain said that he was the actual person of
the Bone
of the
Devil,
monastery. Bone Devil, yeah, sorry. My notes. I don't even know why I take the notes, because I look at them and I'm like, what's the fucking... I've got the DM to tell me what it is, so... So yeah, he and apparently the current Bone... or whoever resides in the Bone Devil's body, like, tricked him and body swapped him like Freaky Friday, and now he's trapped in there. So I think we convinced him... Oh no, Picard forced him with a spell to open the book, open the journal. And did we read it? Did we do anything with that? I can't remember.
You had a flick through, and it was all just a bit too.
It was
too much
Too much for the moment.
Yeah.
Detailed to get too much detail in.
Cool.
To absorb too much.
And I think, unless there's anything else I've forgotten about what we might have found or anything, basically at that point, the people of the monastery started trying to break in.
Yeah.
And did we find things? I can't remember without looking.
So,
is there anything I need to remember at that point?
I think the main thing to remember, when you look through the journal, there were diagrams and sketches and plans, and you did see plans for like different kinds of craft, and plans about where he may have gone. As you said, you didn't have time to do anything because then you were sort of encroached on by the rest of the monastery. The other things you found, I can't remember specifically if you found anything that you thought would be helpful, but there will be stuff, because you're obviously going back in, that you will find. There was the treasury was just filled with so many bits that it was hard to really tell what you're actually looking at without sitting and cataloguing and going through it. And you obviously had the issue of an angry group of people outside.
Yeah, well, basically they started breaking in,
Yeah.
and we decided to take the fight to them. So Ozzy and Scarrig teleported out behind the Bone Devil and his cronies, and then Ozzy steamed in as a T-Rex, whilst Picard and Sneaky Styles waited for them to break in at the other side and started dishing out some blows on that end. And we basically left it mid-combat, well, coming towards the end, it seems, of combat.
Yeah, the tide is shifting on the battlefield. A few of the key players have gone, such as West Wind, with his magical sword, has been taken out. And if you recall, in the last round, the Bone Devil, instead of standing and fighting, had appeared to begin to flee, which is why
he actually tried his special move, didn't he? But we had it disabled.
Yeah, you had managed to disable the teleportation rings that are on his wrists, which would have made a very different battle for you guys. Another thing which is quite important for Styles and Picard. Picard re-enlifed, remade undead.
Reanimated.
Yeah, that's the
Reanimated.
words. Reanimated 3 of the monks, and using one of them as a bit of a tester, you made him jump onto the platform, which dropped away. So currently, you have the feeling
We
you
are
may be stuck. Yes. And so,
And did we have we decided that we'd
Go on.
turned off the
yeah, we
anti-magic
said
field?
anti-magic
Okay.
field is off. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, we're at the top of the round. I'll give you a quick run in order so you know, you recall where you're at. Ozzy, you were top, and then it was the monk leaders.
Always.
So the monk leaders were the 3 in the middle here, and they're the ones with the ranged pole arms. Picard, you were next in the queue. Then it was the Bone Devil, then Styles, Scarrick, and then the final bodyguard, Eastwind, and then the monk. So, Ozzy, the Bone Devil is beginning to flee, and you've managed to catch up with him with your charge. What do you wish to do?
When you say he's beginning to flee, is he like trying to run away?
The last, I believe, last round, he was sort of middle of the battlefield behind these, and he sort of began to move. Well, he was running. He didn't attack or anything. He just ran.
Okay. But he's been quite nimble, hasn't he? He's like jumping around the place, right?
Yeah, he jumps quite high and then lands and runs.
Okay.
He jumps a good distance.
Okay. Does he look hurt? We have hit him a few times, haven't we?
You have hit him, yeah. He is bloodied.
Okay.
Parts of his, if you remember, he wears this like cape, which is all stitched faces. Parts of that are torn away. These small patches of leather faces scatter the battlefield.
Okay. I will go to give him a big old bite then.
Okay, go for it.
17.
17 does not hit. As you go to bite, he manages to duck down between your jaws and you clamp together.
And then my tail. Range of that 10 feet. 5 to. The tail will get that guy out the back then.
Mm-hmm.
Swoosh. 21.
That'll do it. Roll for damage.
Ooh, it's a lot. 14. 18.
Yep.
plus
The guy at the
7.
back. So he's one of the regular monks, so yeah, he's gone.
Cool.
As you whip round, you just crack into the side of him, annoyed that you missed your bite.
Well, I like to think that I'm concentrating so much on the Bone Devil, like trying to bite him, that my tail's just like flapping around it. He's running, he's like, just swoops him away.
Nice. Cool. Is that you, Ozzy?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Was he going in a particular direction? Because I would
Off
try to like.
field.
Okay, and then I would try to like
Yeah, you
maybe
could move
step,
around to
just
round
to like
here.
block him from leaving. Basically, I'm trying.
Could you move the T-Rex?
I can't.
remember.
No.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
pop you
that's
there,
fine.
and you're sort of blocking the thing. Oh, that's actually changed up what they were going to do, you know. Okay. So it is the monk leaders next with their long pikes who move in. 10, 15, 15, 20, 30. 15, 20, 30. Protect their master. The one closest to you tries to take a jab. This is to you, Ozzy.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
1d10 plus 2. It's 12.
Oh, hang on.
force damage.
I need to. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's going to knock me out anyway because I've only got 11 HP left.
Okay, 12 force damage off the first one. And that turns you back to Ozzy.
It does.
Okay.
Naked.
I assume you'd appear in the middle of where your thing was, wouldn't you?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Interesting, because now he can't actually hit you. Flabbergasted that he's swung into you and just thingied. His second swing goes wry as he tries to aim for where the T-Rex was before. The others, however, do have range. Let's have a go. But that ain't good. That's an 8. Ooh, that's better. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Yes. And that is 8 damage as the one at the back fires another bolt of this charge down his pike and hing into you. God, the T-Rex is gone. That is the monk leaders.
Now you got Ozzy to deal with.
Picard, you're next. I think last time we worked out that your ranged attack would be able to hit across the void onto the other side. Because I think you did it. Was it like a magic missile or something?
I did a chill touch, but that was when he was stood pretty much on the edge.
Oh, on the other side.
So I've counted the range, and it will be too far now for a ranged attack.
Got you.
So I'm just going to turn to Styles and say, Mr. Styles, I feel we may be trapped. And then end my turn.
Okay. The Bone Devil. What's he going to do? Oh, you know what? You ain't a T-Rex anymore, mate. You ain't a T-Rex anymore. Let's have a look. It's 23 to hit. That's for you, Ozzy.
Yeah, just hang on a second. Where are my reactions? Reaction. Yeah, carry on. That hits.
So 28 to hit, and that's for 8 damage as one of his claws comes around. And this is the first time you've been
How much damage?
in close. 8 damage, yeah. This is the first time you've been slashing. First time you've been in close contact with him. And these are sharp. Like, you can see how in this close combat, the blades that are attached to his bony fingers are some shards of quite a powerful, sharp weapon. He comes in for another one. It's another hit.
What is it?
22.
Yeah, okay. I know, but I can roll to like negate it.
Yeah, alright. 11 damage from his second claw.
Ow!
And then
Stop.
as his jaw opens, this like smile coming across his skinless face, you see his tail behind rear up over his head, and he goes for it's a natural 20.
No, it's not.
It is.
Well, hang on. Oh no, it always hits, doesn't it? A natural 20. Like even if I change.
Yeah,
that.
it always hits them. Yeah. 19 piercing damage.
Ow.
Plus, oh dear. Just let me get all my dice out.
I'm about to go down.
He's so far away from me. Poison damage is going to be 16 poison damage.
I'm down.
And I needed to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Well, I'm dead, so I don't think
okay.
that matters to me.
Well, I don't know. I guess, does your corpse get poisoned?
I don't know, DM. You tell me.
Let me have a look.
I'm gonna go with no. I think that's the
Well,
rules.
I mean, the blood won't be pumping round.
Oh, well, I'm just unconscious, aren't I? So. Help me,
Yes.
somebody. Help me, please.
You need to get me and Styles over there somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's not doing that now.
Come on, Ozzy.
I've gone from
Don't be lazy.
in the space of one attack. I've gone from a T-Rex to dead. Just dished out like 50 damage.
Oh, where's my fucking thing?
Scarrick, it might be
Sorry.
time to open the bottle of demon.
Might be time to open a bottle now, Scarrick.
Just throw a healing spell my way. You've got them.
Sorry about this.
I've got healing spells, but I haven't got a fucking
range.
baseball pitcher's arm.
Yeah, a save throw isn't an ability check, is it? As such, it's a death save,
No,
so it's
just
different to
death
that.
save.
Okay. You won't be poisoned for a minute, but you're down.
Can I just... I'm just going to double check. Does natural 20 always hit?
I think it does.
Yeah.
Always hits, baby. You're
I don't
lucky he
know
didn't
a
get a
lot about
natural
D&D.
20 with his claws. I'll tell you, boy.
I know a natural 20 always hits.
And I
I
think
may
with
not be a
that,
smart man.
10, 15, 20. And then what is this thing? 40. 10, 15, 20. With you down, he just turns away, his cloak sort of whipping around behind you. The last sort of thing before your vision blacks out is this cloak of faces just flapping above you. He walks away slowly and then jumps 20 feet into the air, landing 20 feet in front of him on the ground, now heading the opposite direction of the field. So that's the Bone Devil. Styles, it's you then, Scarrick.
I turn to Picard and say, it's pronounced traps, and I think we might be in trouble. Oh no, look, Ozzy's gone down. They
Oh
run
no.
and teeter on the edge and look around for things to do.
Have you
and-
got anything fancy in your pockets that can get us over there, or
Yeah, maybe check your
no.
inventory. You haven't got like a fly spell or anything? A scroll?
I'm just there rooting like with my head in
Yeah.
a bag of holding, just throwing like pieces of wood out
We should
that
have
I've
another
gathered. 'cause I
party
thought they
member
looked
that's
good.
able to move around quickly.
Now we know.
No, that's me. That's me done.
Or the classic age-old phase, never split the party. Scarrick, you're up.
I'm trying to Google something. Can I just use your knowledge instead?
Try.
Lord
Lack of
group.
knowledge. Yeah, go on.
Like I've got Spare the Dying as a cantrip, but is there any point if I can use healing hands and just like heal you?
I also have Spare the Dying, and I've always bumped into what that actually
Well,
Yeah,
means.
so
so spare the dying is like
you
you
touch a living
stabilize
creature
me,
that has 0 hit points and I stabilize you.
whereas healing hands will stabilize me and
I'll
heal
actually
me.
stabilize and bring it back.
Yeah,
whereas-
exactly. So that's
Yeah,
the better
but
thing to use.
Spare the Dying is a cantrip, whereas Healing Hands is a spell,
Right,
is it?
so it's like if
Okay,
yeah,
so it's
it is,
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a
found
free
something-
way to stabilize someone
Yeah.
if you're all out of spell slots. It's like a get out of
Found,
jail free
found
card.
something in the bag of holding that may help.
What you found?
A ladder.
Pull out a little bottle of it. I've got a potion of giant strength. I could take it and throw you across the chasm.
Oh,
That's gonna work, right?
you know,
How far can giants throw?
probably far, but I worry about the landing.
Right.
You're
well,
already-
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Why do you
5,
throw
10,
my zombies?
15,
They might be able
20.
to do something.
Yeah, can I try and throw a
I'll run to
zombie?
there.
Can I-
Hang on, I need to look at fucking how far players can throw.
The person can be thrown.
Oh god.
With giant strength.
Well, if Scarrick's about to heal me, then he's about to heal me.
Yeah, I
but
don't
we
think.
still need them over, really, don't we?
Fuck those guys. They're useless.
Right. The typical throwing range for a living opponent is 10 feet. Oh, it's drag, push, lift capacity. Oh god. Scarrick, you just do some saving. And I'll look at this throwing a person
How
thing.
much
It
you
doesn't
saving
say whether
for?
lay on hands is a bonus action or not, but it's not in the bonus action
It's an
section, so-
action.
It's usually an action.
I think it's an action.
So yeah, I've run 20 feet and I will lay on hands and sort of, come on laddie, get out of it! And slap him round. That's it boy, come on! You did well. Now time to fight us, you.
Oh, what happened? Did I take too many drugs
you
again?
had a wee nap, don't worry, you're all good. But look over your shoulder and you'll see what we're dealing with.
Ah, shit! Still fighting. How much did you heal me by?
I might as well have just fucking used it. 35.
Ooh, wee. Back in business.
I don't think I have any bonus action stuff.
Do you not have
I
anything
can't
in
throw
your
the
bonus
everlasting
action?
bottle as a bonus
Oh,
action.
you can do potions as bonus action, we've said.
Yeah.
I don't even think I have any fucking potions other than healing.
You must have a healing potion. Yeah, give
Also-
it to Ozzy.
That's alright, I don't usually
Oh, you
heal
don't
me,
need
I
it.
mean, I'll be alright.
Also, I don't. My D&D Beyond hasn't remembered anything from the last battle, so I have full health, which I don't know whether I did actually get hit anywhere.
I don't think you've been hit yet.
But I
You've
also
only
have
battled
like
this
full
one,
spell slots. I don't know. I don't remember how many spell slots I've used. I think I've
You've just
used
been
the
hammering
Alternate
people.
Hand though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
you've been autonoming handing
maybe
and
I've
hammering
remembered that.
people because you've just been
Okay.
buddied with all the monks.
too scared to smite
Your carry
people.
capacity is 15 times your strength score. So what's your strength score, Styles?
It'll be up with the Hilg strength though. It'll be max
That's the
word,
bottom
20.
number, isn't it? Not the plus. So 12.
12 times 15.
Use
Who's
calculate.
made D&D resort to maths again?
No, isn't the strengths...
Yeah, it's the potion strength though. isn't it? You get,
180.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, so his normal carry weight would be 180, and a human's how many pounds?
How fat are you?
90? I
My
don't
God.
know.
Well, if he throws a zombie first, I could
Yeah,
I could
so
take his
I'd
arms off
say
to make him
if you
lighter.
can carry 180 pounds, you could probably throw a 90 pound, like, it wouldn't be too far, basically. And your giant
Oh,
strength potion
sorry,
wouldn't...
my normal carry weight. Sorry, I've missed that.
You ain't going to be chucking them 100
Oh,
feet, are you?
That's 30.
You're not going to... Let's say
That's-
you know that even with the giant strength bottle, you're not going to be able to throw him across this chasm, because it's vast.
Shame.
So don't waste the potion.
I think
Alright,
it
was that you,
cool.
Scarrick?
Yeah.
Okay. East wind. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Coming straight towards you, Scarrick, is the Hulk of the Half-Orc Bodyguard, East Wind. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Who rolls a natural 1.
Oh, you mean, oh yes.
Yeah.
Could it,
Well-
I couldn't read your reaction
I
at
know,
all.
I
I was
couldn't.
like,
It was either good or bad.
Sorry. It's only because of this blade's a bit different. I just need to check if that means something.
It's a lethal blade.
He's
It
not
could
going to turn
mean
into
something.
stone.
Okay, no. Swinging the blade towards you, you deflect it with your shield, which obviously is hovering behind you because you've got it activated at the moment. The shield manages to knock the blade out of his hand, making him unarmed. At this point. And then... I think that's it, that's all he can do. So I'll say he has to use half his movement to sort of get that back up and get back to fighting next time. But that's him. You're safe. The monks are dead. Ozzy, it's you again.
Oh, you're going to regret that, you big ugly fuck. He's still trying to run away, I'm guessing, isn't he? jumping around.
Yes,
like
he's
a fucking
like as soon as he knocked you down, he just turned
kangaroo.
and
You should have finished me. And I should have looked at what I was going to do.
get busy playing or get busy dying.
Are we killing this guy? Are we trying to keep him alive? Do we need his body?
Yes.
Kill him.
Kill him.
But we don't want to. We want the
Don't
body,
need to be
right?
alive.
Do we need the body?
Want the body.
Do we
We
need
don't
to?
need it.
We don't need
need
it,
to.
actually. We don't need
Fuck
to
those,
free these fucking
fuck those
brains.
brains. They suck.
We want another fucking
But we need
brotherhood.
it to get the book.
No, we got,
We got the book.
Possibly.
We got everything we
We got
need.
the book. I thought we could
I
just
think
see the
there's
book.
more shit to get in there, isn't there?
Yeah, but we don't need
Definitely
the
want
body.
to go back in the thing. But yeah, we don't need the body.
Yeah, the brain didn't have control over the treasury except keeping it afloat.
But
And
you
you
know,
did
he's
get
not,
the book.
he's not going to suicide.
Are we men of our word, though?
Yeah, but
And,
I mean,
the
you
right
haven't.
foot, the brain.
You also
I don't
do-
think
you-
you've promised anybody anything at this
You
point.
also don't want to die. As
Oh, no, I'm just curious.
Who's the
No, we
one who
did-
promised him the
We
body?
promised bodies to
'Cause-
two of them. 2 brains.
Exactly. So
Yeah, but not the
someone at
Bone
least.
Devil's body.
Yeah, that was. What body
Yeah, we
was-
promised the Bone Devil's body to 2 different brains.
Ah.
I don't-
And you promised
I don't
you'd
even
bring
wanna
the Bone Devil to
sacrifice
one.
my time to talk about going back to let the fucking people feel there's grass under their feet or whatever. Let alone in real life actually going back into this place.
Are the
I wanna
brains
blow
evil
it,
though?
not it
Are the
crack.
brains like good? Were they just
No,
being
no, no,
controlled
was
by
one
this?
is-
By this
Nah,
those
they
geezer?
were useless.
What
Um,
would Ozzy do?
Yeah, what would Ozzy do?
Good question.
I mean, he's
fuck-
just nearly
fuck the
killed you,
Bone
Ozzy.
Devil.
Fuck the brains. I will. Sorry, guys.
I would say one thing that would possibly help sway the situation on the battlefield is he's just taking you down in 3 hits,
Oh yeah.
and
no,
he's
no,
only
I'm
bloodied.
definitely gonna.
Like,
I'm definitely gonna hurt him. We're just trying to decide which one to do on him. I will.
Finish him.
I will cast.
I think Paul was saying he's only bloodied, so he's nowhere near finishing.
What is the blood is like halfway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fireball. Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
are you doing fireball? Oh shit, son.
Ozzy stands up
Oh,
and
it's a 3.
okay.
Plus 3, it's 6.
So Ozzy stands up, like clutching at the wounds that he's just inflicted on him, like his demeanor's completely changed. Like, you fucking piece of shit! No one fucking knocks me unconscious! Rah! And flicks a flaming thing towards him, and he takes. I'm just gonna do it on here because it's a lot. 29 fire damage.
29
Kaboom.
fire damage. Nice.
Fire effect's cool as shit.
That's
It's cool
Yeah.
as shit, isn't it? I got a PC, I can do stuff like that. The fire wraps around him, engulfing him completely. And after a short period, it's sort of the flames curl up and form this massive ball around him and then just ebb off into the sky. There is this light rain that's been happening throughout the battle, which almost turns to steam in this extreme heat. When the fire has gone, the only thing that has burnt away is his cape. He stands just as he was before,
But
his
naked.
bones blackened by soot. But you see now his true skeletal form. There is nothing of flesh or sort of sinew on him. He is seems to not take as much as you'd think from fire, if any.
He's got a boner.
Is that you, Ozzy?
Yeah. As a bonus action, I will give inspiration to Scarrig.
Okay.
I like to think seeing him revive me and seeing the epic fireball explode has inspired him. And you get a D8 that you can use for stuff. Ability checks, attack rolls, saving throws.
The monk leaders, seeing you launch this fireball past them to their god, their saint, immediately charge across to him, falling back to protect him. And seeing that it's fine, they turn back to you with their pikes raised. And they have... Let's just see... One out of the three lets off a volley towards you, Ozzy.
I think it's lets out fast.
No, it's 15 to hit.
I mean, it does, but I think I will use my react.
You got the shield.
I'll be able to. I'll shield it.
Okay.
Okay, but that
Does
doesn't
that
stop
block
it
the
hitting,
hit, or does it just block the damage?
I need it written on my.
Just blocks the damage, doesn't it?
I block the damage. Yeah, I take the damage away.
All right, yeah. It
Do you
hits
want to let it hit, Ozzy, or?
Yeah, it hits. I'll save my reaction just in case.
It is 7-9 damage coming through.
Let me just. I need to go D10 already. 9 plus, so yeah, I've taken it all. Plus 4.
Cool. Yeah, the shield flicks around from guarding Scarrick's back to blocking the bolt as it ricochets off, just firing into the dark sky above. Now night is truly setting on the battlefield.
Nice.
Pie card. Found anything in your bag yet?
Well, jeez.
Or are you just watching this epic battle on the other side?
Wow. They look like they're really going at it, Mr. Styles. I hope we don't have to
run
live
back
here.
into the treasury if you wish.
Shoot her.
Still too bloody far.
I thought you bought a musket.
Yeah, but there's 100 feet from me to that faded white line, and then
it's about 30. So it's probably say about 140.
Oh god, yeah,
which puts it just out of musket range.
You shouldn't split up. Have you still got your spiritual weapon there? You can start.
I do have spiritual weapon, yeah. Can spiritual weapon... It floats, doesn't it? So presumably it's not beholden
doesn't have
to
a max
gravity.
range, does it?
Well, it might do,
actually.
Just check if it has a max range. If not, we'll say you've been pushing that across every other go.
Okay.
And it would be in range now, because we forgot about that too.
It has a range of 60 feet.
Ah, well, pushing it. I guess last turn you pushed it as far as you could and found.
Went,
my powers seem to be limited.
Those are the limits of my abilities.
Got it. Good to know for future then.
Yeah, I'll retreat inside the treasury.
Okay.
And just start looking through shit, see if there's anything.
That'll happen there. Just.
I was trying to write coy because Alex said we just thought we were really coy, like.
Yeah,
No, the internet just decided to go off for a second and then come back. So God knows why.
Welcome to KC. I will say with that search, you managed to find a small leather pouch, which you're almost drawn to. Inside are 2 potion bottles. One, the very common and easy to sort of identify look of a healing potion, that sort of red viscous solution inside. The other one looks It's in a similar style bottle, but it does look to be of a more grander design. Perhaps the vials are a bit smaller, more concentrated. Perhaps it's something a bit more impressive. But you find those two in the pouch.
Oh, but I want to know what they are. Oh, I want to put my inventory. Impressive looking potion.
One of them is a potion of healing.
I gathered that one.
The other one you'll have to look up after the battle, or you could just drink it. Is that you, Pike?
End of turn. I spend the rest of my turn ogling at this impressive bottle.
Could you not like him? Oh, is that his action?
Yeah, his action was to sort of search because he'd run back in. So for those of you still looking at the battlefield, from the dim light that the flames have cast, these now low-lying flames scorching the dry grasses on the rock underneath, you see the Bone Devil take one step forward and then drop down to one knee. His body sort of lowers slowly, and you see the heads of the monks around him sort of turn and look back to see what's happening. I need you to all make an investigation check, perception check. Sorry, anyone who's outside, so not you, Picard. Sorry.
Mm, 18.
18, nice.
Perception, 19.
18. Wow. I was like, no one's going to get this. Staring in the flickering light from the flames, you see a small black thing come out from in front of it. You can't see where it's come from, but you just see it fly up from him up into the night sky. You recognize it to be around the size of a bat. And it flickers away.
No, damn it. A spell hasn't been cast, has it? Or has it?
Shooter!
Styles, you're up next.
Could I take a long range shot at the black thing with my bow with disadvantage?
Say with disadvantage, yeah, but definitely.
At the moment, I still have repeating shot on, remember? So you've got +1
20
bonus to attack,
30.
plus damage.
Seeing this happen before you and watching this thing flutter up into the night sky, it's you almost go back to your instincts, back to your roots. You're a good archer, and you've spent a lot of time practicing aboard ships, at passing sea life, even through water. And you manage to just get this faint image against the sort of dim light that hangs in the night sky, and you track it, loosing. You see it make contact. I need you to roll for damage, please.
Nice.
How much, mate?
11.
11.
The arrow hits and then carries the creature forward around 10 feet before just diving into the ground. It's sticking out of it. It lands on the ground a few feet away from the Bone Devil.
What's the Bone Devil doing?
Absolutely still.
Like frozen in place, almost.
Like frozen in place, yeah. Styles, is there anything else you wish to do?
No, I'm kind of in shock that I actually made the.
It's a good, bloody good shot. Scarrick.
Okay, so I'll move 5, 10.
You are engaged with. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Yeah. Now, drawing that line.
Mm-hmm.
That's hitting all three, isn't it?
Yeah, it goes through all 3 of the squares, yeah.
Okay. So, I need them to make a dexterity save.
Okay, so East Wind...
I'll quick draw my gnome hand.
East Wind's save is 10, and the monk in the middle...
Needs to be 15, so no.
Okay. The monk in the middle is 17, so the monk in the middle manages to miss. The Bone Devil doesn't move. Or try to move.
Okay.
It's a husk.
1 second.
It's a bony husk.
Yeah, I'm wondering with that.
Bony shell.
Sort of like second life thing.
I think whatever was
23
flown out.
lightning damage.
23 lightning damage. Wow. Okay, so the monk avoided, didn't he? So that goes down to 12. And you just see in the short range of this of your gnome hand, you almost like press it up to East Wind, and then just like, and with that it just blasts this electrical arc through his body and then out the other side and continuing all the way along to hit the others. His eyes, in that weird few seconds after death where the body still seems to have consciousness, he just looks down at this gaping hole in his chest before falling backwards, smoke emanating from the electrical burn around his hole. Sounded wrong. You see it as it reaches its destination at the end of the line, just arc over the Bone Devil's body and then like arc over and into the ground with no movement on the Bone Devil.
What about the other monk, sorry?
The other monk did take
half.
damage, yeah, but he managed to sort of just glance out of the way.
As a bonus, can I... Did you say he's got an interesting sword? Can I pick that up?
You can pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay. You can feel there's a magic running through it that would take time to attune to. But you feel it almost pulses with this energy. We're at the top of the round. Ozzy.
This thing that's like flown out and been shot, is it like...
It's now pinned into the ground. It's hard to see from this distance as the ground is rugged and rocky, but you can just see the arrow sort of sticking up.
Can I see if it's like moving at all, or if like...
It doesn't seem to be moving.
Okay. And these 3 monks, do they look like they're still wanting to scrap with us?
There is a look of confusion across their faces, as one of them is like they're about to turn around and inspect the master behind.
Okay. Then I will...
If you want to break combat, you can.
Well, yeah, I was...
You feel the dynamic of the battlefield has shifted. There is definitely now... East Wind is gone. There is no general hostility towards you.
Yeah, well, I would take a few steps forward and say, your masters fled and left you, abandoned you. If you want to live to see another day, I suggest you run.
There's a silence across the battlefield as the 3, with their pikes in hand, sort of look to each other. You can hear like muffled whispers. One of them turns, slowly walking round to the front of the Bone Devil. His face comes up, covered by a mask, but you see in his eyes, in this dim sort of moonlight now, his eyes widen, looking to the other 2. He shouts something to them and they come and look as well. And then they take a few steps backwards before just running. If you let them leave.
Everyone's running away. I mean, the baddies, not us.
Oh,
I'll start walking towards the Bone Devil to see if I could see what they were looking at.
are they coming to rescue us?
No, they're kicking the pile of bones.
Ozzy, as you come around the front of the Bone Devil, you see it's lowered itself to one knee, its claws sort of on the ground on either side, its tail just limp behind it. As you come around the front, the intricate rib cage, which was sort of majestic underneath his huge skull, his skull lies limp down, darkness across his eyes, which were quite voidless anyway. Its rib cage is open, almost like levered on either side. Inside, where you'd expect to see some form of internal organs, or at least some form of, with other creatures you've fought, there's always been like an ooze or some bodily form. There is just a small seat and a series of levers and buttons
Amazing.
that glow faintly in the night light. Scary, do you investigate what's pinned to the ground?
Yeah, I'm checking for signs of life or anything like that.
As you get close, you see the lifeless body of a small, demonic-looking creature. Its skin is green and covered in boils. It has 4 limbs, 2 arms, and sort of dog-like hind legs, and a large, leathery tail. Its head resembles that of an insect. 2 large black eyes, fanged mouth, and 2 green horns that stick up from the top.
What is it,
Pick it up.
Scarrick? Is it alive? Is it dead?
It's completely dead.
I cast merit message to Scarrick and just like shout in his ear like, "What is it? Did I kill it?"
I think it's some sort of weird green demon.
Sort of picking it up, you can see where the black ichor inside of it has leaked out from the arrows, pierced it through the heart. And its body is like limp, and you can pick it up, and its skin is
I'll slip
moist
it
and
into like,
rubbery.
if I've got like a bottle or something, or a jar of some sort.
It's not. It is tiny. I'd say it's probably too big to put in a jar.
You could borrow a Picard bag of salt.
Yeah, it's probably like probably about a
Just
foot high, 30
Pin it
centimeters
to
high.
my waistband. I'll tuck it into
Okay.
my belt for now,
Okay.
like a freshly killed rabbit.
Yeah, it's about the size of like a large rabbit, really.
I think it's there's like loads of pulleys and levers, and I think whatever that thing is, it was controlling this body.
Don't talk nonsense. I mean, like, the insides of bodies can look a bit gross, you know, with bones snapping and stuff. You can get some really horrible sights, but it's not.
No,
levers
look, for real, come
and
look.
seats. Don't be silly.
It's got like a little seat.
Picard, Scarrick's taking my kill.
Maybe we should
stupid.
actually get the lads back over.
That is unfortunate, Mr.
Who?
Stast.
Does look like a. Is that a wheel?
You see running down from the hillside Gearbox, who's been watching the whole thing from the safety of the hill. He runs across. What's happening? What have you found?
I don't think this was actually a real demon. I think this was a mechanical
A Maheen.
suit.
How intriguing.
Mechanical like yourself.
Almost like bioarmor.
By what?
May I see?
I mean, what? I know armor. What armor?
A mixture of biological and armored shell.
I've been drinking. I can hear you laughing over there, Packard. Shut up!
I bet Ozzy is saying something stupid. If I could hear him, I bet I'd be having a good time.
These components, they seem forged together as if this has been.
Wait, didn't
Made in a rush.
the brain? Hang on, someone's told us that like the Qualish was in this body, right? And that the current the thing that you've got on your belt, that they were They kicked Qualish out and taken his place. Am I remembering that right?
No.
I'm not sure if anyone ever said that Qualish was in a body. I think the bone devil in the brain jar said that he was sucked into there. It's
Yeah, he
Qualish's
kicked
machine.
Qualish out, didn't he?
Yes. And it would seem someone kicked him out of his body.
I've solved the mystery. Qualish
How
was a
interesting.
bone devil. We can go home now.
No.
No, I don't think you're quite getting it, Ozzy.
Perhaps we should go back to the treasury.
Where's Packard and Styles?
Hey lads! Styles, I got your kill.
Yeah, thank you.
Was you ever
killed
going to
the
come
bone
and
devil.
help or what?
What do you mean? I killed
We
the
were
bone
working
devil.
on it.
I had this
You
plan
shout
to
across
throw
this huge
Packard.
void. You just, looks like we got all the horses.
Looks like we got all the treasure.
Look, I made these zombies. I lost one.
Can you play your magic loop, Ozzy? Get us across, or there's nowhere like that.
Yeah, I can. I start playing
Yeah.
and I'd fly over myself.
Don't trust the stones.
Oh no, actually no, I don't because we haven't had a long rest since I did it before. So I
No.
can't do that. Wait, was it here
Have a
that I
little
flew? Wait.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
No, sorry, you teleported.
But
didn't
earlier
fly out.
he flew out and then he encountered the anti-magic field
Yeah.
and then he came back.
Yeah, I think I have used fly already.
This day.
It's
Yeah.
been a long one.
Yeah, I was going to say the other way you got out was teleporting.
Yeah, that I definitely did that. I can't fly again. It's just kind of like a one thing a day thing.
Oh, we're
can
gonna have a
teleport us
nap,
back.
guys. We'll catch you in a wee bit.
I can teleport us back. Wow, the platform's working
that'd
now.
be great.
I presume
I don't know.
our brainy friends have decided against helping us.
Well,
Or at least some have.
that's stupid because we hadn't finished what we set out to do.
Well, people did go inside the thing, didn't they?
True,
Didn't
but
they?
we did deceive some of them with magics and stuff that may have worn off.
Yeah.
Aye, there's that too.
Okay. Well, I mean, I could
Best not to risk it.
Have you got a big ladder?
I could teleport us back over. Me and you, Scarrick.
Aye, let's do that for now.
Wait.
Put in.
I could shoot a piece of string and then we
Could
could
I get
grab
back
the
in the
rope
bag
and then
again?
we could-
No, Gearbox, you can't.
Hop in.
I
Jumps
think
into
Styles had a. Was you about to formulate a plan, Styles? Did I hear?
I don't know. How good are you at tight walking, Mister?
Really good.
I'll have you know I'm the best tightrope walker.
I've never done it, but I think I'd be really good at it.
Hey, you've got your tail for balance.
Oh, so you do know I've got a tail.
He has a
it's-
tail?
I can just teleport
It
us
normally
back.
keeps in his
I've
trousers.
got a slot. We got
Aye,
time.
I think let's just do that, and we'll be sleeping probably in there
So it
anyway.
looks like we're gonna
Scarrick.
have to rest.
Thanks.
Aye.
Thanks for saving me.
Of course, man. Of course.
Come here.
You're my
Come here. Give me a hug.
boy.
Give me a hug.
What are they doing over
Give me
there?
a hug. Hug me. As he comes into a hug, we just disappear and then reappear
Holy
the other side.
Shite! I told you not to do that. Oh God.
Oh, that only happens when you touch my
You're not
bum.
like
Did you
to-
touch my bum?
You're not like to clench before we go and do that. Just,
Wow.
So,
Well, I'm glad you guys are back.
yeah, don't worry. We'll just,
so we killed
destroy
all
the
the bad
monastery.
guys anyway. You know.
What you been up to?
Do you not
No
see
biggie.
the bodies on the floor and the...
They were already
There's
there.
always-
You killed a couple of crawling guys. Aye, no problem. Aye.
Yeah, and then I killed I shot the arrow and it hit the
soldiers.
Bone Devil guy.
Yes, Mr. Styles
Killed the Bone Devil.
shot some sort of thing. I don't
Aye,
really know
he
what
did
it
some
was.
Good
hunting
see.
for dinner tonight.
Now he's back. Yeah, he has this
Oh.
green fleshy demon
That doesn't look
strapped to his
edible.
belt. The blood that's come out of him as it sort of dripped onto your clothes.
Yeah,
you
with
can
my
see where
medicine skills, is it doing anything?
it's burning
Ooh.
some of your fibers. It's a very
Stick.
vile substance. Yeah.
Spicy.
Looks like it's tarnishing your armor there a bit. It's a bit gooey.
You're going to have
Aye.
the runs if you eat that, Mr. Scarrick.
Hang on, more importantly, what the fuck is it? Anyone seen something like this? Gearbox, what the fuck is that?
I'm gonna have to check my memories.
Yeah, that's what we all do.
It seems to be something demonic, but I'm not quite sure what. The horns would suggest so, and the black ichor for blood.
Hang on a minute, I got horns.
What colour's your blood? And I
Yes.
come over with my knife.
You could have cut him. He does it.
If he didn't react, so I'm guessing I'm cutting his
It's like,
finger.
You cut him.
Just
He's dead
sticking
now.
his fingers like, oh, why not?
Hey,
What colour is your
Didn't he
blood?
already bleed
What
it?
colour's the blood that comes out? He wasn't quick enough, so I did it.
ow! What the fuck?
What?
I don't know
Oh, I
what colour
didn't
is.
know.
What colour is my blood? Is it red? I feel like it'd be red. Or is it purple?
Like, I haven't seen your blood all the times that you've been fucking like
Yeah.
just a minute
Yeah,
ago when I
true.
brought you back.
Yeah, I'm already bleeding profusely. I'd say it's red.
I can't. It's normally polite to wait till we've won the battle before we start looting. What good stuff did you get anyway?
Well, I'd run out of options, I'm afraid. I found a healing potion, and then this strange, very elaborate bottle of potion, but I don't know what it is.
Do you know what? It would be good to find in here something that might give you two a little bit more mobility. Because I feel like I'm the one who's doing all of the teleporting around here. And you two are stuck all the time.
Well, all I found was this bottle, and I don't know what it does.
Does it make you fly?
I don't know.
Kids in here.
Hand it to Ozzy.
I'll cast.
As you get into this space and you're in from the shout of the rain and after the battle, even though you're excited at the prospect of the new things inside and the recent victory, your bodies are aching. You've been awake a
it's
long
been
time.
late. Yeah, it is. We have.
It's getting on to near midnight, and in this region of the mountains, you're further away from the nice warm summer days on the coast. The rain has really brought that chill over, and as you sort of peer at the bottle, your eyes begin to drift and you feel weary.
I'll cast Identify on the liquid. Anyway.
As you do, you find it is an elixir of health. It is a potion that will cure any disease, and it can remove being blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned. It's a clear red liquid with tiny bubbles of light that seem to glisten inside of it.
That, my friend, and I hand it back to him, is an elixir of health, of life. It's, it'll cure you of any ailments you might have.
Well, isn't that delightful?
Doesn't make you fly, though, I'm afraid.
That is unfortunate.
What about them?
I'll hold on to it.
What about them wings over there on the backpack? Did you try that?
Wings.
As you peer over, you see
Wings on the backpack.
in Ozzy's tiredness, he's pointing to a pile of tangled metal that does, if you squint, resemble wings.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh.
That little wings. Why don't you try that?
Mr. Rossi, I think it's time you went to sleep.
Man, I am knackered. I got knocked out over there.
You did.
Sky saved me again.
Yes, you did. Now everyone needs to take a good little sleepy sleep.
You say that like
I'm
Sun's-
so
Sun's
sick.
getting real low, big guy.
Ooh, why do you have to talk like that?
This is just
I
my normal
believe the
speaking.
moon was out, actually, but...
Shut up, Gearbox.
Oh, I see. Yes. Go to sleep.
No, you're unsettling them now, Gearbox.
We haven't had our quiet time.
this is sounding really weird. I don't want to know what you two get up to when we're asleep.
We don't do anything.
Yeah, right.
There's plenty to do in here. We
Yeah,
can
you two have
search.
a little loot while we have a
Research.
little nappy nap.
Aye, that sounds like a great idea.
I suppose I could read Qualish's journal.
Well, anything else we need to identify?
No, we could do that whenever, have a look
Before I
around
sleep.
and make sure you have a look at everything before we leave it.
Did you find anything you'd like me to identify before we sleep? Did we find anything? Is there anything in here that of...
I don't think you found anything else last time.
Okay.
We'll have to go for it.
Alright, well,
So-
in that case, I'll take a rest.
Oh, to be fair, can we sit rep, is it? I can't remember what it's fucking called. Say that I went to the other like generals. Did they have special weapons?
Yeah. So before you teleported
before I
across,
hopped
you
over, I might
looted
as well
some of
pull
the
out
other
their weapons.
bodies.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
The leader monks.
Probably not for me.
So the normal monks you've seen have the hooked pole arms. So it's like this pole arm,
Yeah,
which
not bothered
where the
about
blade is similar to a bone and hooks and latches in, which is good for grappling. These ones have a similar thing, except there is an element of this astral space technology. And you've seen they fire bolts of force. The weapon they have is called a force pike. Looking across the three of them, you find there is only one that seems to have any life left in it. Hence why only one fired on the last time. And on a small section of crystals, you see there are 4 illuminated. And several others that are dark.
Okay.
Are you picking that up?
So I'll bring them and I'll offer them to Ozzy and say these also I found. Is that including? Did he have something that was going to turn me to stone? I thought he had a sword
So
that's
I'll
gonna
go
turn me to
through.
stone.
So that was just the leader monks. I'll just take a note of that. Do you just pick the one with charge up, or do you pick the dead
No,
ones
pick
up?
them all up to give out to other people if they want them. Just bring them back.
Okay. The sword that you picked up originally. Oh, how many identifiers do you have left, Ozzy?
Loads.
Okay, so you both the bodyguard monks had swords, and they are both
Do they need
intricately
identifying?
made. They do need identifying.
Okay. So
So
I'll mark off 2.
as you do it, you find that the one in blue, who was Westwind, he had will you just read me what identify tells you about the thing first, please?
You choose one object you must touch. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. So basically learn everything about it.
Just need to look something up. Okay, that's fine. The blue person's sword, Eastwind, he has a blade of the Medusa. This is a magical weapon that when a significant blow is dealt, a 20, you have the flesh to stone effect on the target, which basically turns them to stone slowly. Eastwind, the red monk, his blade is a polymorph blade. Similar to the other one, it's a normal good blade, and if you roll a 20 and hit, the polymorph spell is targeted on the target creature.
Wow, that's cool.
That is the entire polymorph spell. So you could turn them into a T-Rex. Or you could turn them into a cat.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So that is the 2 special blades from the monks. The force pike you find can be used, that's what the leader monks have, as a ranged or melee weapon. And the range fires a bolt of force, and it uses... You can see now, you sort of inspect it and identify it, that there is an energy cell that charges it up. And one of them has 4 left.
Do they need attunement?
Both the polymorph and Medusa's blade need attunement. The force pike does not.
It is pretty badass. This, if you hit a real clean hit with this one, you can turn them into shit, like polymorph them, like when I got turned into a T-Rex. But you could turn them into.
Why would we want?
No, you could like turn them into like a
anyone
mouse
wants-
or an
You
ant.
can have it.
Or... And this other one.
You don't have control over what you turn them into, though.
Oh, do you not?
Mm-mm.
How
Could
does-
make things much worse.
Is it random then? Oh wow. Okay. Oh,
I mean, Picard, if you want to use the stone one, that's pretty good, and you could replace your scythe.
Perhaps.
I don't want them. Otherwise, I'd say let's sell them for group.
oh yeah, because we
money,
need more
but-
money.
Well, I'll hold on to this.
Well, I
steel
did lose
stone
a
one
lot to
for
the
now.
sea. Like 30 years ago.
Fucking hell, yeah.
It's alright.
Our money's gonna be worthless. Inflation. Got about
Sorry, Scarrick, I'll give you
30p
some
now.
of my kebab money. Investment should have paid off by now.
What kind of blade of Medusa is it? Sorry, Paul.
It is just called a blade of Medusa, so I may need to add it.
I say in my
Um,
inventory, there's great sword, long sword, rapier, scimitar, short sword. It comes in a variety of.
Okay.
Guys, I'd
I
like
would
it to be a rapier, but it probably won't be.
It's not a They're
Yeah.
they were half orcs, so I'd say they probably have a great sword.
great sword.
Absolutely fantastic.
No, what's the normal? What were the other
Long
options?
sword?
Long sword.
Longsword, yeah, like a
Yeah.
standard longsword.
Okay. Seems fair.
Well, we can sell them if you don't want them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see how they get on. So it's a little big for my liking. You know, it makes my hands feel small, and I don't like that.
Hmm.
I have perfectly normal man-sized hands, obviously, but they just make them feel small.
Well,
Nobody look!
obviously.
Nobody look!
I have never
Gibbox's
laughed.
giant eyes just like
I have never
Get
laughed
away
so
from me.
hard on that fucking episode. Nobody look.
Nobody look! Nobody look!
Oh my god, so funny.
So you make camp in the treasury, lowering your weapons, forming simple beds, pulling the door closed, possibly lighting a fire to dry out from the rain. For those who sleep, you eat, tend to your wounds, clean your weapons, and then take to slumber. For those of you who don't, what do you wish to do for the evening?
Picard is going to read Qualish's journal. That's the best he can.
Okay, then I will put it in your in yours.
Put it in me.
You should be able to read it now.
I see.
As you fall to sleep, some of your dreams are disturbed.
Why do I have a clockwork kraken in my journal? What the hell's that?
Oh, yeah, I see a
No.
clockwork cracking.
No, don't look at it!
Oh, but it looks really cool, Paul.
No! It shouldn't be in any of your fucking journals.
Oh, I see it though. It's right there.
No, you don't
I didn't see it.
fall asleep.
God, it's just gone.
You don't see it now.
That's strange.
Ah,
Bastards. The one time you look at your journals. Okay. Well, who knows? Maybe if you'd stayed in the high seas, you might have seen them. Scarrick. You find yourself in a familiar place. The forge, where you've met many times your halfway man, Pyremus. As always, as you enter and come up towards the
We lose you.
Oh fuck!
I thought it was dramatic. Just like
Really?
super
that is a
pause.
dramatic
That was a
pause.
really dramatic pause. Still pausing.
He's just going
Alright,
to
Paul, it's not
snap
funny
into it
anymore.
a second.
Yeah, really funny, Paul. Come on.
I hope he's still talking.
Oh, it
to
actually
himself.
froze as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How much did you hear? Because I was like, this is going to be a good stare out.
He did a dramatic
He just
pause.
did a dramatic
when you were
pause
saying
that
that
went
you
on
came
forever.
up to the.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so he came up to the he comes up to the forge and sits opposite you, and just stares across at you with his eyes that glow in this misty form.
Wait, is he froze again? Oh no, okay.
Well,
Well, what?
how are things going?
Well. We're very much on track. I think I killed one of your friends.
He was not one of ours. There are many things that plague the underworlds of this land, and that creature is mere scum. Don't forget, we were always watching.
We have the diary.
This is good. It should lead you to what you need.
Are there any clues you can offer me to help decipher it?
This path is your own. Our master has faith. You should have faith in him. He doesn't make wrong choices. You please him. And with that, he sort of ebbs back into the darkness. And you awake back in morning. For you two who are spending the night rummaging the supplies, you read the journal, and Alex, did you pick up the information?
More or less.
Cool. While you're sat with the book, you can't help but notice that Gearbox is just tinkering around near the brain. He sort of cleared away any debris and rubbish that was around it, so it's nice and clear, stacking it in small, neat piles and sort of organizing it by size and material. In the early hours of the morning, as you're reading the tome and taking in some of the information, he comes across to you. Oh, Picard.
Yes, Gearbox.
I think there may be a way for me to interface with this brain. Perhaps I could control the island if we need to. I'm intrigued. If my wiring was connected to his, I may be able to see more data about this place and this treasury. Are you nimble with your hands?
I've got a few magic fingers.
Would you care to try? It's fairly simple electronics.
And what if we were to fail, Gearbox?
I can only assume it would be the same as now.
Let's try.
Very well. And he sort of wanders over to the control panel and, taking one of his fingers, almost like a screwdriver, takes out these 4 large screws and pops the front off from this brain. Inside, you just see this massive wiring and gears and glowing crystals. He sort of turns around with his back towards you and pops a small hatch on his back. Okay. If you just take the red wire and connect that to the blue wire inside, and then take the orange wire and connect that to the brown wire, then the green, connect that to the blue, And then we
Slow
should
down,
be about
gearbox.
there. If you would like to try, make a dexterity check.
I hope I'm not colorblind. Okay, dexterity. 13.
13. You are carefully doing it, using both your ghost hand and your normal hand to maneuver these wires, snip the places he said with a small pair of pliers that have popped out of him. There's a point where
But
there's a point where two of them come together, and there's a spark as the electricity singes them. The flash of light almost dazzles you slightly, and illuminates the room where the fire embers are now quite low. However, you manage to connect him. His eye dims for a minute, and then glows back. Well done, Master Picard.
Are we asleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've
It's all
done it.
happening without your permission.
I can override the room.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, I see. He controls the engine.
Yes.
How intriguing.
Yes.
Well, I'll make sure to keep that on.
Yes, we want that. Can you move the treasury to be over the more stable landmass?
It seems the engine is old. Not too damaged, but not enough to have its propulsion to move us. I should be able to hold us in place.
Right. Well, we were being held in place before, gearbox. So what benefits do we have now?
I'm not sure. Oh, this is interesting. And his eye just he just goes vacant and stops talking for a bit.
I said, spit it out, gearbox. Come on,
Got a bad feeling about this.
gearbox.
Around an
it's
hour
like, oh no,
goes
we carried
by.
a worm with us. Feeling.
Gearbox. I'm yell whispering at him like, gearbox. Gearbox, wake up.
After around 40 minutes to an hour, his eye just sort of turns to you. Sorry, did I zone out?
Yes, it's been at least an hour. The others will be waking soon.
There's a slight problem. I don't think I can disconnect from this without causing the engine to fail. I was hoping I'd be able to learn more about the monastery, but I've searched every file on this system and none of them have the history. Shame. I don't think I'll be able to go on with you.
Gearbox.
I think I'll have to stay here now. Oh, don't worry. I'll keep the engine going, of course.
Gearbox.
Yes.
Say there's another way.
I'm afraid not.
I lean in real close to Gearbox, and I sort of put a sympathetic hand on his little bonce, and I say, Gearbox, you do realise that they're going to blame me for this when they wake up, don't you?
Oh, don't worry. I would tell them it was me. I guess perhaps I was just designed to have a purpose and not to be free.
Gearbox, of
Well,
course you deserve to be free.
but
Even
not
if you
at the
are
expense of my new
stupid little
friends.
machine. We'll find a way, Gearbox. I'm sure
Perhaps.
of it. I'm sure come morning, we'll wake up and we'll all put our heads together and we'll think of something.
Okay. I'll just concentrate on keeping the engine lit then.
I'd like it if you did. Now I'm going to get back to my book.
So you go back and pick up your tome, and every time you just sort of lift your eyes on the page, he's just looking at you across the room completely still.
I let out a sigh as I turn the page again. Stupid little robots.
Morning comes, and the rest of you awake. And as you do, we'll take a quick wee break before we carry on.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Yeah, that's cool. Are there bone dragons as well then, or is this
Bone devils.
bone devil? Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the brain in this jar is the brain of the bone devil.
Okay, so then someone's hollowed it out and turned into a animatronic.
Yeah, turn it into a mech basically,
That's cool.
which is cool.
Pretty rare.
So you awake in the morning to find Picard nose deep in the journal.
Balls deep in the journal, I see.
Garrick, you awake with the usual sweat beading down your forehead
And it looks like Skyrick's had a wet dream.
from the dream.
You know, just a rough night.
Yeah. You alright?
Aye.
Did everyone else sleep all right?
I slept like a
Yeah,
baby.
morning.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
news.
morning, Picard.
It's
What
morning.
did you discover? You and Gearbox.
Yeah, you must have.
Picard
Well,
wired me into the
concentrate.
brain.
No.
Sorry, what?
Oh,
What?
Just kidding. Well, he did actually wire me into the brain, but I did ask him.
What do you
Maybe
mean,
should
wired
have
you into
checked
the
before
brain?
you did these kind
Right.
of things.
It
Right.
was kind of my idea.
it was
I-
entirely Gearbox's idea.
What,
I'm
what
sure
did you
it
find
was,
out,
Picard.
Gearbox?
Unfortunately, nothing. This brain seems severed from the rest. I thought I'd be able to get into the main network, and now I can't untether myself.
Meaning what?
Meaning, if I leave here, you will die.
So,
But I won't.
wait, hang on. This brain, this brain was controlling the engines to this little island, wasn't it? Because he was like threatened.
Yes, and now he has no control.
Why?
Because I have all the control. And he
Why
sort
do-
of reaches behind and he picks up the wires and he's like, see?
So do you have control of the whole island or just the treasury?
I wanted to get control of the whole island to see what was going on and if I could help, but unfortunately this brain seems severed from the others.
Well, can't you just put the brain back in? Give it back to the brain.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Well, how about
Yeah, Mr.
before
Ozzy.
we all leave, Ozzy can teleport you out and the treasury drops?
Yeah, I'll just teleport.
That's a good idea.
Get us all out.
We could try.
We don't leave men behind.
There is a small
The
chance
Mr. Men do not leave people
that
behind.
my internal circuits would fry due to the short wiring.
I think you want to stay here.
I sense a railroad. Choo choo.
I don't believe there are any railroads on this island.
Yes, Mr. Ozzy, that's not going to help us
What's a
now.
railroad?
Like a minecart.
But the good news is this book's
Oh,
got
yes,
some
Minecraft.
pretty cool stuff in it.
Well, hang on a minute. Look, you seem rather calm about the situation of having to just stay here forever and not be able to do anything, Gearbox. That's not right.
Many of my kind are built for simple purposes like this. I am the odd one out, and now it seems fate has bound me to that of my race.
Well, yeah, you
Well,
were
Simple
special.
Modron doing a simple job.
No. You were more than that. You were more than simple. You were special. You were.
Perhaps this is a punishment for losing my time feature.
No, you didn't lose your time feature. We've gone forward in time. You was right all along.
Oh. Then I don't know why I'm being punished.
You-
Maybe curiosity killed the cauldron.
That's
Or
not the
something like
saying. But it's not a punishment. It's a predicament.
I see. You will get the journal back to the Carter file, won't you? When you're
Yeah,
done.
but where are we going to explain what happened to you? I mean, that'd be a bit suspicious if we return without you.
He's lost people before. Many people. Even his own family.
Is anyone else like really disconcerted how okay he is with this?
Yeah, it does seem a bit.
He's
I
had
am
the
a
whole
machine.
night to come to terms with it.
Hey, Card, I can't believe we let this happen.
I was powerless to stop him.
I know you
You
did
wired him
connect
in.
the guy, but you didn't have to do this. Like, it's a bit much.
He suggested to me that this was a good idea. And I couldn't see anything wrong with it.
Gearbox, did you ask for this? You can tell blink twice if he's done this on purpose.
Oh, no, I did ask him to wire me in. I just hoped there'd be more than just this. I guess that's the price for greed.
You didn't strike me as one for greed.
I say to
I am a sucker
Gareth,
for technology.
That is true.
I said to Scarrick, or whispered to Scarrick, what's the chances of Brains taking him over and this isn't Gearbox?
Holy shit! Can
As
you
you
still
sort of
talk
look
to the
at
brain?
the brain behind him, you see where it seemed to glow and bubble, it's now sort of slightly lopsided in the tank, and the tank is completely dark.
Can you not talk to the brain anymore?
I'm afraid in rewiring I seem to have diverted all power to myself.
He's floating like a goldfish.
Right.
It seems
Oh,
this
dear.
power isn't interchangeable.
Can I just?
Although
Can
I believe this technology was made by Qualish himself.
Can I do like an insight check to see if, after Styles suggested it might be the brain who's gone into him, like is he behaving any
sure.
differently, or like I don't know, like don't know if insight could pick that up or not.
You can try.
Yeah, I'm going to do insight.
16.
No, I mean, obviously Styles, you can't really tell. He just seems completely normal except plugged in. Ozzy, he doesn't seem in distress. He's calm and conversational. There's nothing to suggest he's been taken over.
I don't know why I just said that. Everything seems legit to me.
We'll come back to this. Like, we ain't leaving you. Packard, what did you discover in the journal?
Well, there's not any information about a sword in here. Which I know is disappointing. But
did you read it?
There are some bits about, how to put the consciousness of brains in jars into artificial bodies, which could be helpful if we wanted to help those brains. There's plans and parts for constructing a flying machine.
Maybe then you could come across the cavern and help us. Oh, wait, too late.
Maybe. Yep.
What kind of flying machine? Like a one-man flying machine, or like a ship like what Styles has?
An airship, a blimp-like structure. I'm not certain on the exact specifications.
I'd say you've seen plans in there, like the instructions came with like diagrams and thingies, and it looks like a small, almost slightly bigger than a rowing boat, like a skiff size.
Anything for any plans for mechanical sea creatures?
Unfortunately, there's nothing here regarding sea creatures or mechanical sea creatures.
I wonder if we could.
Maybe
the
on
flying contraption. I wonder if we could turn them.
Rather than mechanical.
Or S for sea.
There's also plans and parts for a climbing platform capable of climbing cliffs and mountainsides. Which,
that seems quite useful.
Okay, so this guy was, quite a extroverted inventor. Is there anything in there about?
Else in the room?
Is there anything in there about destroying eyes?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, so we don't have anything to do with the sword. We don't have anything to do with destructing eyes, so it's pretty useless,
what
right?
About any locations of?
Yes,
more
Mrs.
places.
Garrick. That is the right question. It seems Qualash was fascinated with extra-dimensional spaces.
That's
And he one day
Like
hoped
wild
to...
space, or
Similar, he one day hoped to establish a secure sanctum beyond the bounds of this world. And he also was researching into finding a city of glass called Dion Glion?
Dayon
Gloin?
Gloin. Yeah, that's it.
who said that?
So there's maps. There's maps here to the city of glass, apparently. And we can
City
find a
of
route
Glass.
through the barrier peaks to the city of glass.
That floating boat thing. I wonder if we could like make something out of the boat in a box.
What, combine the two?
Yeah,
Combine the boat and the
we'll
box
go
and the
get a
airship.
flying boat.
Interesting.
Sounds like a long process.
Well, we may need the airship to get us to the city of glass.
So what's in the City of Glass?
Well, I'm not sure, but maybe Qualish.
It's,
So when we leave, is the
if he-
ship
if
not
he-
outside though?
If he moved on from this land, he might have gone to the city of glass to continue his work. It's the only place we've really got a direction.
Well, and this is where the rest of the plans for the sword are? With him?
I will say maybe 60%.
My one
Sergeant
connection
Mission's
with the
taken
brain
a
did
long time.
enlighten me to some of its memories. I believe it said yesterday that Qualish was pushed out by this bone devil. He may have just gone deeper into the mountains to continue his research. If the book says about a city and a map, then he would know more of the area.
All right then. Well, we go there. We gotta finish this sword. We gotta save the world.
Excellent.
I know, but how long do you get to save the world? We seem to be taking our time with this. Which we-
I mean, we already started pretty late. I'm sure another 5 minutes isn't going to hurt.
yeah, so I suppose it has been 30 years since we started. And
Yes. In for a penny, in for a pound. My grandma
Well,
was
the world hasn't gone anywhere, so it's still there to be saved.
maybe it's the magic of this place. Maybe once we leave this place, time will restart as normal as when we left. Maybe it's just this place where it's weird.
I doubt it. Let's get building this airship.
Well, we've got the ship outside, haven't we?
What
Isn't
ship?
it in Styles' ship?
My ship.
Just out the other side of this.
No, that was
No,
that was
That's
that
the
was
other
30
side
years
of the
ago.
Feywild,
It's very
and
far.
30 years ago.
Who knows what's happened to it?
I guess
I don't know.
we'll
I
prefer
did
that
have
ship.
breakdown cover.
Let's have a look at these plans.
Well, hang on.
How
Do we-
actually
or do we need
possible
to
do
make
these
an air-
plans look?
Very possible.
It says- Yeah, it says we have the plans and parts, so we could...
Yeah.
I've got the
do it.
parts as well.
Yeah, if you spend, I'd say on this revelation of reading the book, you spend some time to look around your surroundings. These bits and pieces, these crates and barrels, these boxes and pieces covered in tarp, now you've got the time to put the context to them. And now you've got the time to actually explore and move things around. You see that these are all, a lot of them were base component parts. This was perhaps a garage at some point, or a storage for experiments and things like heavy duty machinery. If everyone wants to make an investigation check as you sort of search around the workshop and try and find pieces.
That's me. 16.
17.
Dirty 20.
Who was highest? 20,
20.
17 for Styles. What is yours, Carrick?
13.
13, and Aussie.
16.
So, Scarrick, you're focused on the airship parts, and you begin to piece them together. There is, moving some bits out of the way, you find a large hull which is already intact. The engine chassis inside is partially constructed, and you find the pieces you need perhaps only with a day's work, to get that under construction. With help of the others, depending on the skill, you may be able to get it done in a couple of days. For the rest of you, Ozzy, you find rummaging around an abundance of coinage and gems. Would you like the cumulative lumber to separate amongst yourselves?
Sure.
There are 1,925 gold.
Oh, hang on.
I don't have a pen
I don't
anyway.
know where my pen's gone.
I got it.
Nice.
1,925 gold.
I've got to go.
1,925 gold and 85 platinum.
Yeah.
And then you find like a couple of bags of gemstones. There's around 40 gemstones. And then 15 smaller ones, sort of encased in this large display box around a pearl. And the pearl looks like it's nice. It's this big black pearl in the center.
So what was that? A box of pearls? A box.
One pearl in a box with 15 gemstones.
One pearl.
Do
15
we,
smaller gemstones.
Does anyone need gemstones for spells or anything?
Styles.
Oh.
You find, as you're rummaging around, several parts that come together, and they form armor. As you piece them together, you see that it seems to be enhanced, and there seems to be additions to it that could assist if needed. It also seems to be
Enhanced
magical.
armor.
Yeah, you'd have to identify it to find out what it is. And Picard, you find a small box with, as you open it up, you find inside a carved pipe.
What the hell is this?
Everybody gets 481 gold and 21 platinum.
Wow.
And
Who gets the extra piece of platinum? A dodgy mouse again.
Divide as tax.
How Saul is doing this.
Styles working it out.
I didn't even use a calculator.
and then gems. I'll hang on to in case anyone needs those. Do you know the value of the? Do they have a value?
Yeah. The tiny gems, the small gems are worth 10 each, and I'd say you probably know the value of these more. The sort of bags of small gemstones are worth 10. The 15 small gemstones around the pearl, they're worth 50 each, and the black pearl is worth a lot. You've never seen one of this quality in thingy. Like, it's nice.
Nice.
It's nice.
Nice.
So the 40 gems are worth 10 each.
Yeah.
Did you say the gems are sometimes used in spells?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
they
you
have
should
a
check.
cost to them. I think I've got some somewhere that use gems, but got loads of spells
Can I have
check out.
the gems and can I have those? I'll fiddle with them and see if anything sparks. I'll just take them off him.
Well, you can try to take them off me.
£400 worth of gems. Yep, I'll be having them. Scarrick, as you're rummaging around and finding the parts for this, you also find, the more you go through this, like at first you were like frustrated by this new task, this thing that's going to take time and add time to your journey, which you want to hurry and get done. But the artificer inside you is just sparked by this intriguing selection of pieces. you find the pieces you need to put the ship together, and again, like I said, with help, you'll be able to do that rather rapidly. But you also open like a small box, and inside there's a series of finely machined cogs. Another box has just this really interesting array of sort of tooled spanners for nut shapes and sizes you've never seen. There are just loads of items of value to you. So if you do think of anything specifically that you'd want for artificing, if there's anything that you need,
Like, I haven't.
you can
even
think of it for
seen
next,
anything that I need stuff for that.
or for like blacksmithing or anything like that. If you think like character-wise, there'd be something that you'd want to find, you could find something like that. But yeah, this place has intrigued you and sort of touched that side of your craftsman's nature.
Mr. Ozzy, can you identify this pipe for me? I have a feeling it's special.
Why don't you just smoke it and find out? Dare
Well, if it's a pipe of evil, I don't want it to turn me to stone or anything. Why did you smoke it, Mr. Cool Guy?
I have put them gems in my
know,
infantry, so
light
there are
it up.
gems in
Scarrick smoking the pipe.
Stuff some of my tobacco in it and light it up.
Stuffing the tobacco in and trying to light it just enhances to you that this isn't a normal pipe. It doesn't burn, it doesn't smoke. It almost, as you try and light it, heats in your hand to the point you almost have to like drop it and give it away. You can tell it would take time to get to know this item to get it to work.
I say, hey, don't drop my pipe, Scarrick. It could be valuable.
Pass it here, I'll identify it.
Careful.
You cast Identify.
Yeah.
You see it's Golder's bubble pipe. This finely carved pipe blows odorless bubbles instead of smoke when used. Has 3 charges and regains all spent charges at dawn. When you hold the pipe, you can expend a charge to gain access to the following properties. You can cast Fog Cloud as an action. You can cast Misty Step, which costs 2 charges. Or you can summon a Steam Mephit, which costs 3 charges. And that's like a little steam devil that you can control.
It just blows bubbles.
Oh. That sounds dreadful. What am I, a child?
I mean, I really should quit tobacco. It's, getting on my lungs. Take that.
I hand it back to Picard and I say, but if you blow really hard, it might help you teleport around, and maybe you could be a bit more useful in battle.
Ooh, maybe. If only I'd found this earlier. I'd slept on it.
But maybe just spend some time getting to know it, and you'll figure it out.
I'll give it a little blow.
What did you say about the gems? Have you just stolen the gems off me, Styles?
Yeah, well, you're looking at the pipe.
Nice.
Because I'm aware that they can do magic things, and I'm still trying to suss my powers out. So I've got one in my
Still
hand,
got
just
the big
squeezing
gems,
it really
hasn't
hard.
So what have you taken? The 40 gems?
Yeah.
Okay. The 40 big gems.
40 small gems.
No, you said 15 small. Wait.
40 small, 15 bigger gems around the pearl. So they're in like a box set. You just put gems and pearl.
Oh, okay, that's part of one thing. Okay, yeah, so you're taking
Yeah.
the gems, I've got the pearl. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So sometimes the gems can be used as like a material component to spells, but it depends on the spell. But if they have a value, you can use them in some spells. But I don't really need them, so you can have them with my permission. You don't need to steal them off me.
Okay.
So what do you wish to do? You spent a good chunk of the morning sort of eating, recouping
Paka,
your
you
strength and
still
searching.
you still got A big gemstone, right? For in case one of us dies.
There may be a diamond on my person.
Diamond, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yes.
Don't spend it.
No, I won't. I'm saving it for a special occasion.
Yeah, when one of us dies.
A special occasion.
Yeah. The revival of a dead comrade.
Or a lovely wedding. Depends on how special the occasion.
Oh my god, if Packer falls in love with some wench and proposes to her to him with the diamond. We'll be best pleased.
So we cracking on with this airship.
Yes, I suppose. Just a quick question, DM, because the book also had the plans and parts for the climbing platform apparatus. Is that a thing that we can carry around with us, or?
That's a big like moving platform. Imagine, you saw the chicken leg house. It's kind of like that, but without the walls.
Interesting. So we probably couldn't travel around with parts required. Yeah.
If you all give me, if you're all going to work on the ship, if you all give me, let's say an intelligence check.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Like
Not you,
you made
Scarrick.
me dumb.
No. Scarrick, not you. You're leading this. You know how to do it. It's the rest of your fellows who need to know whether they can take instructions.
18 for
18.
Packard.
What is it, intelligence? Just straight intelligence.
Natural 1 for 2.
Okay.
This is going well, isn't it?
I think I'm just squeezing my gems,
9.
trying to make them do things.
9.
Sorry. Do what?
It's going to be a tricky build. Having used most of today, half the day already, to sort of just get the parts together and get the plans and explain to your comrades just basic terms. These aren't engineers. They barely dabbled in simple blacksmithing. They probably couldn't.
Scarrick, where
hammer
do
a
I
nail.
put my penis?
It's probably going to take 3 days to get this built.
Try tightening this and it snapped.
You've threaded that bolt.
And that's just the airship.
Maybe we should
got
break
really-
for tea.
It got really tight and then really loose really quickly.
Are you still squeezing your gemstones?
Not working.
I think.
Sorry, I thought you were talking to me.
Let's go.
I am,
Let's
yeah.
back. I thought
I'm still here. Yeah, I was writing.
Kill party.
Look, guys, at this rate, it's going to take about 3 days. So
3 days?
If you
What we
helped
did
instead of just
about,
telling
like,
us what to do, you
anyone
showed
else
us.
have we seen any activity of other people anyway?
Have you been outside?
Are we literally building this thing inside the fucking triangle?
Yeah, so I think what you guys didn't realise when you came back was that the rear doors, which you can now see from moving stuff and now obviously have a big hole in, the rear doors are like a garage door that slide up into the roof and then back over. Yeah, basically. It's techie alien version, alright?
Fucking Rick and Morty's garage.
But they open up to allow enough space for a vehicle to move out the back if needed.
Is Gearbox just gibbering on it as well the time as well?
He's quite
Like
silent,
the
to be fair. He just sort of stares forward, concentrating. Has anyone been outside?
I suppose we probably
I'd like
stretch
to
your
think
legs
we
at
might have
some point.
the roller shutter open to let a bit of fresh air in because
Okay.
someone
I would've
keeps
gone for
shouting
a
at us
pistol
for dropping things.
Okay. Have any of you actively looked out towards the rest of the monastery, or?
I definitely looked to where the bodies were.
Okay, give me a roll then.
Yeah, I would have been
perception.
looking. I wouldn't have gone anywhere, but I'd be looking around, definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
13.
Okay, give me both a perception check, please.
I'm doing it as well with advantage because I've got my gogs on.
14.
14.
Oh, decent roll. 21.
21. Okay. Then we'll play it like this. Scarrick, you went out early morning to do your business, squatting over the edge of the chasm and just...
Oh, I'm not a woman.
After... Well, there's no toilets here.
I thought you were talking about shitting. I thought
Yeah.
like pissing out a squat.
No, you're not a woman, are you? Afterwards, you sort of turn around and just look around at the mountain range and thingy. You see the bodies are still there on the other side, similar to how you left them. The air this morning is thick with moisture from the rain last night, and it's cool, it's fresh. But you see no activity across the rest of the range. Ozzy coming out a little later in the morning after getting frustrated with one of the more technical pieces of piecing together this airship. You come out for some fresh air. Looking across, again, everything seems quite normal. From where you are at the rear of this ship, the large sort of coning tower and mountain range that sits in the middle blocks a lot of the view at the front. Styles, it's late afternoon when you come out, but you see the first signs of change. The bodies are still on the battlefield as you left them, but across the hill you see now the mist has burnt off in the sun. There is a few plumes of smoke rising from the other side of the island. The smoke is thick and acrid, almost black in colour, different to wood smoke that you've seen before.
Guys, the monks are having a bonfire or something. Yeah. There seems to be smoke rising from over there.
Leave them to it. They
You
can't
could
hurt
send
us.
Ellie up if you want, Ozzy.
Well, they could hurt us. I
We're
would have
safe
thought.
on our little island.
I just assumed they. I just assumed that after the master fled, they fled. Maybe we should check on them.
It might be
I could get Ellie to have a nosy over.
That's a good idea.
Go on, girl.
I can never remember. Can you see through Ellie's eyes, or is it just she can relay the feeling to you well enough? I think we've always said she can. She's like she's an eye in the sky, but she can relay feelings.
She can talk to me. She can communicate with me, so she can.
I feel
tell
she's
me.
like
a reaper drone.
So
that's a
flies
familiar.
up.
So you've got a familiar. Don't forget.
Yeah, but it's a rat in it.
Throw your rat.
Use the giant strength to throw your rat as far as you can.
Hang on, get Ellie to carry the rat. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ellie can carry the rat over, and we'll do it together.
What's it called? Squeaker.
Good. Jeff in it.
It's called
Jeff.
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 Do you know?
Son, Jeff.
So you've
Jeff,
still
it'll
got,
be all right.
You've still got Jeff, haven't you? You haven't been killed.
Yeah.
He's got gems for eyes now.
So,
So I pulled Jeff out of my pocket, and he's got a little crown of gems on.
It's like that. It's like the iron stones of the Sphinx.
Ellie, don't eat him. Is very precious to me.
She sort of nibbles down on him, and he lets out a small squeak.
carry him over. You can look through the eyes of your rat. And
Don't drop him, because then he'll be. Then I can recall him, can't I?
yeah, you can. Make
She
him
instantly
disappear.
shoots up into the air. Your vision is just girafted upwards, and you get like an aerial view, and you see how lonely this small island looks in this vast hole in the giant rock that leads down to the mist below. Eddie soars across, coming over past the mountain range and onto the other side. You see, obviously when you'd first come through, monks were walking around the monastery doing their business, saying prayers. You see none of this now. Fires have erupted from several buildings, and the smoke billows out the sides. You see some monks heading towards the dock, to get across to the Sphinx, you see others fighting amongst themselves, some dragging pieces of technology and materials from the walls. It seems that now the leader is gone, chaos is erupting on the other side of the island.
Fucking hell, that didn't take them long. They're all
All right.
fighting amongst themselves. They need a new leader. Who volunteers?
Yeah, I can see the burden and ripping things down. So let's hope they don't go for the brains, or we might become unstable.
Well, hang on, we're floating separately to the actual island itself,
Yes,
right?
we are. I'm in control.
I know
Jesus,
you are.
Gearbox, I forget you're here.
Maybe we
I
can
hear
tell them
everything.
Gearbox is the new master. How would you like that, Gearbox? Would you like to be their new master?
I don't think so. I don't think they'll listen to me.
I'm getting you out of here, you know. I'm leaving you.
I'm excited. Do you circle Ellie round again? Do you hang up, or do you just bring her back?
I'd circle for a little bit just to take it in the scene, and then if that's all that's happening, then I would come back, yeah.
Yeah. The action is definitely on the other side of the island.
I
No
would,
one seems
I
to be
would tell
coming
her
towards you.
to drop Jeff in amongst it.
I would make Jeff disappear and come back. Ellie, drop Jeff. I knew this would happen. I knew this
She
was a bad
has
idea.
slippery claws sometimes. Jeff's probably heavy.
Don't call my rat fat.
Yeah, well, if you didn't have a crown made out of fucking gemstones, won't weigh so much.
So going back to
so
work
it's
on the
you.
ship.
How many crowns do you have?
Not enough.
You rally the people together, and you continue work until the evening. Pushing through on supplies, rations, and obviously you have the water barrel, all that kind of stuff. As much mayonnaise as you need. You get to the end of the day. Does anybody do any more checks, or does anybody take watch over the evening?
I'd like to think now we've seen that trouble, would be watching it more closely.
The Packard will
Okay.
take watch.
Okay. So sending people out just before the light leaves. You see there's been a struggle between the Sphinx and some of the monks who had taken the platform across. Naturally, the Sphinx won, and the remains of the monks are scattered across her platform as she gnaws slowly at one of them, perched on her plinth.
Wow.
Do you know what's... Sorry to interrupt, but do you know what's really quite cool and a coincidence? On the picture of Ellie that I have...
Is she on the Sphinx?
No, oh, hang on, let me turn off the background.
Best not
She-
be eating my rat.
She eating a rat.
Carrying a rat.
There is a rat there with her,
Oh yeah!
and she looks like she's about to eat it.
She looks like she's about to eat it.
Yeah, she's admiring his
Cheers.
crown.
Oh, it's
Where's his crown?
Ellie looks
That's
way
quite-
bigger. There.
Well, no, because
guessing
if
that's
you
a
imagine that's the
polygram.
size of a book,
Yeah, it's only as big as a book, mate.
but then that's a really tiny
Yeah,
mouse,
man.
though.
A
Rat.
fucking tiny rat.
It's probably
Now
a
put on
dormouse.
work.
Everything looks a bit out of proportion, but yeah, anyway.
D&D, man. Yeah, the chaos and bedlam doesn't seem to have come towards you as you turn in for the evening. Picard, you said you take watch for the night.
Indeed.
Then you turn into rest.
Don't wire anyone else up to the fucking island.
I'll try not to. And then I playfully like hold some wires like Aussie, like ooh, ooh.
There's a secret cave.
Sorry.
I just saw the hole in the bottom of the island.
Mr. Scarrick, are you okay? You've gone demented.
What?
You've gone full meta
Talking
game.
about this.
Yeah, if we can fly, there's a little cave in the island at the bottom.
Well, maybe
Just a map. Not everything's a thing.
not everything's a thing.
I want to know what is still left to reveal in the top right corner.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can show you now.
Roll, please. Anyone
you
like to
go.
play the drums?
Ah.
The Bone Devil in some monk-like attire and the brains in jars.
Cool.
Some fine artwork. Picard, your watch. If you give me
Yes.
a roll for the first half and a roll for the second half, please.
Oh, what was it? Perception.
Perception, please.
11 for the first half.
I imagine you sat on like an old chair that you found, like leant back outside the door with your rifle in your hand, rocking backwards and forwards.
Storm's coming.
Sorry, what was the first half?
11.
11.
Yep.
Okay, and the second half of the evening?
Is he doing an impression of Ozzy?
6.
6.
Rolls north.
Everything is fine in regards to monks.
I just pictured that meme of the dog in the flaming room. This is fine.
Except for all the fire around you, which you don't see.
Yeah.
The one thing that happens, which it's noticeable that even on a 6, you notice it.
Ooh.
However, perhaps its relation and seriousness isn't quite get through. You're watching out and never sleeping. You have times when sometimes you'll just lock focus on something and just stare at it for long periods of time. It's a good way to pass the time. You've picked an interesting piece of rock on the mountain on the other side that the moss-like lichen that grows up the side seems to form a ship, and you've attached to it for some time.
A lovely galleon.
In the early hours of the morning, it drops and then comes back. You're not sure if your head is just tilted and thingied and you just sort of gained vision. But you can't be sure whether it did just drop and then come back up. Maybe about half a meter.
That's strange.
You all awake the next day, ready to work.
All go through the night?
Yes, uneventful.
Right.
I saw this lovely, almost looked like a galleon made out of moss on the rocks.
What?
Okay.
You know, just
You
looks
smoking
vaguely
that
like.
bubble pipe again?
I mean, I have probably been.
You stare at
shooting
something for too long and then you just kind of make
probably-
shapes out of it.
Yes. You know,
Names.
it's a good way to pass the time.
Okay.
If you all give me intelligence rolls again,
Ooh.
we'll see whether this speeds up on the second day. Except you, Scar, you're leading. You got the plans.
If you kill a sphinx, do you get your intelligence back?
Oh my god!
14.
3.
3.
That's
Just
two
not
natural
perception,
ones.
is it? 14 was it, Ozzy?
Mhm.
Dirty
Back up.
20.
I could try
Yeah,
and
it's
get
funny.
your intelligence back for you if you want.
You can do that.
I'm quite a charming guy. I could talk to her.
I mean, it'd be worth a stop off at the Sphinx if you think you can.
Very.
Well, how about I do that today while
I
you...
don't know whether the rest shared the message that she just killed a load of monks or not.
It's fine. I'm not afraid. Hey, if you want, I can go
We
talk
were
to
on
her.
good terms with her.
Yeah, true.
I can go talk to her while you guys work on this if you want.
Oh, I mean, aye. No.
You feel like it'll add
no,
extra
it's a
time.
group task. No, I need you.
Well, I don't know. Do you want your
We'll
intelligence
go
back
when
or
we
not?
fly by. We can fly by when we make it.
I've hit my thumb again.
Up to you, man.
Mr. Scarrick, you need to keep an eye on Mr. Stars.
How have you never learned how to use a hammer?
I'm still. I don't.
Like this, you're choking up.
If
Come on,
I
like
can
this.
tie
like
it
this.
together.
Smooth. Don't
Smooth.
grip it.
Tap, tap a row.
Tap it in.
Who's on checks?
Tap it in.
Let's go past her. when we leave. I'm serious, man. I can.
I thought
I'll.
you were saying to go faster, but wrong.
No,
I was
no,
going
no.
to say, now's not the time to eat pasta.
Is anyone doing a perimeter check or a island check?
I think
Are you doing
Styles
it with
No.
Jeff and Ellie?
Yeah, I think every time Scarrick shouts at me, I go outside. So
Knowing what Ellie's been seen, I would like have a sort of keep watch, like sort of.
Okay, so she's
fly
just
about
flying
a bit,
around
yeah.
constantly, and then she
Forget
takes
me,
Jeff
you
up every
idiot.
now and again for a thing. That's fine.
Playing catch
Um,
with him.
Things seem quieter today. The fires are dying down. The buildings are showing sign of damage, and there is a few bodies strewn around, and like the internal, like the bunks have been splayed out on the floor outside. As Ellie's flying up above, and you're working on the ship, you hear a deafening boom. It's not. You don't feel anything. You just hear it, sort of echo through the walls and the ground.
Oh, there was a big bang. There's a big bang.
I think we need to hurry this up, guys.
Can we see anything?
As you
Maybe
come out,
we work
you
through the
see your island is in the same position. The stones extending out float at the same level, but you're sure you jumped down onto the stones from the other island. Now the other island is below, slightly listing to one side.
Oh fuck.
Oh, I think the engines are starting to go. Is there just sky above us? There's not.
Yeah,
like a
just
roof,
sky.
is there?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just sky above and this misty void below.
Can I see the Sphinx?
Not from here. She's like the
Okay.
the platform is here, and you are here.
Does Scarrick ever get his intelligence back? I guess we don't know.
You don't know. There's always a way.
I'm.
What, dove from above?
You can just let me look.
What if you drink that elixir of life,
Yeah, 'cause
elixir
I
of
think
health thing?
I can't remember exactly what it was, but last round I was looking at my spells, and I think there's some spells I don't have access to now because I'm dumb.
That's annoying.
Uh,
Towards the end of this day, if we've done our building for the day, I'm going to go over to
Okay.
the Sphinx.
okay. Let me just have a quick look,
I mean, is that safe?
because
Yeah, I'll take you with me.
real safe. Yeah, it really
Leaving us
worked well
again.
last time you split up.
It's fine.
How big was the seat in the Bone Dragon?
This ribcage. You could put Jeff in there.
Yes. Jeff riding in the mech.
Oh, Mech Jeff!
Jeff!
I mean, I could polymorph into a small animal and control it.
Okay. Okay. This is a part? This is a problem you're sharing with the party, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say, like, look, we need to get some of Scar's intelligence back.
So searching through Pykard, when you were going through the book, which I'd imagine you did last night as well while you're on watch, just rereading and absorbing information, you actually saw that the Sphinx itself had been modified by Qualish.
Oh,
The-
the Sphinx isn't here.
Iron stones that surround its head, which is what Scarrick's intelligence came out and formed, that mechanism was made by Qualish.
So, Qualish might be able to help me get it back.
Perhaps he seems to have tinkered with the Sphinx Sphinx
Unless we
Tinker.
break
Also,
it,
if
we'll
you
all
want to
get
make
killed. Let's go first.
if you want to make a history check on sphinxes, you can. And that would be you, Ozzy, if it's you trying to solve it.
Did
And you may
Packard get
you may get more
sunlight
information.
advantage with sphinxes or something?
Only with the riddles.
14. What was it? History.
Yeah.
16.
The kind of beings that sphinxes are, you would treat what's happened to Scarrick as a kind of curse.
Oh, that's interesting. I can remove curses.
Yeah, well, maybe it's a curse.
Oh,
So
You can't remove curses.
make me smart then.
I'm pretty sure I can.
You
if I,
can't. You were
said
cursed
it can
for
remove-
ages. You couldn't remove it.
Yeah, well, that was a special kind of curse, but I used it to treat. I used to remove curse to treat my curse.
Right.
Maybe I could remove the curse from Scarrick.
Maybe I want to go shag a sphinx.
All right, you go bone that thing, but
No,
don't be
it's-
too long.
No, it's fine. If you think, we might as well try. Like, saves me the trip.
Which, look, this island could collapse at any point, and you want to go try and burn the
It's the hat collapse at any point. Fucking gearbox is holding it up.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the main
You've
amp?
got faith in Gearbox. He
Yeah.
decided to get himself wired into a computer.
So
Like,
he's done a suicide on himself.
yeah, he's doing the suicide.
I don't know about you guys, but I am never, ever afraid of falling anywhere.
That's odd, that.
You can
Seeing as
turn
you.
into a giant bird.
Exactly. And I can fly, and I can...
There's another boom
Rain's coming.
outside.
Was that a boom or was it
Look,
thunder?
can we
I'm
just take the
confused.
curse off and maybe work through the night?
Try and remove his curse, Packard.
Well, I'll have to prepare it tomorrow, so
Fuck's sake.
I need to have a little resty room.
He doesn't even have it ready.
For fuck's sake.
I can fix curses. Oh, not today.
With 24 hours notice.
Please fill out this form. Oh dear.
Okay. Let's get rid of that one.
You'd send him for the evening.
I guess so,
I think
yeah.
we've got
Might
to.
as well.
Very well. Who is taking watch?
I'll take watch.
You take the book
Can-
and you take
Can I
watch
try and
outside.
use... Because I'm upset that I keep failing and hit my thumb. Can I try secretly working on the project through the night and see if I make it better or worse?
Of course you can. Intelligence, please, mate.
Can I
Picard-
stay up and do a watch?
Yeah, sure.
10.
Why does nobody trust me to watch?
I just
10. That's not bad. Considering what you're doing before, it's a lot better. You managed to fix some of your mistakes. And I'll say that instead of having to work the entire next day, you will be able to be ready to leave by the next night if you'll work on it tomorrow. Which will get you out of here. Picard, as you come out, the island is noticeably lower now.
Ooh. This is
You-
odd.
There is a good 10-meter drop for the entire rest of the island, except yours and the floating stones.
What do you think's at the bottom?
Well, I hadn't considered it. Maybe it's something fantastic.
The one thing you notice is the mist has never changed at the bottom of here. There has been obviously climate and weather, and the top has got misty. There's been points where you haven't been able to see the top of the tower or the top of the mountain, and that's burnt off throughout the day. But the swirling mists below have never changed.
Why don't you fly down and see what's in the mists, Mr. Ozzy?
I mean, I could.
Good.
Send Ellie.
I can fly, you know.
If you were bad enough. If you were a bad enough dude.
I mean, I can only fly for 10 minutes, though, so it might take longer than 10 minutes to get down.
Well, surely you would fall and then activate it when you reach the point where you'd like to come back up.
Yeah, but what if I fall further than the 10 minutes I'd need to get back up?
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Is it? It's fine. I don't really give a shit what's at the bottom down there, to be honest. Unless there's something down there that's gonna help us defeat Ayus, what's the fucking point?
Absolutely. Let's get that out of our mind then.
Okay. You both taking watch together?
Yeah, I'll do like the first.
You're just hanging out with him. Okay.
While he's taking watch, I'm going to try and attune to my little bubble pipe.
Okay. Yeah, you can do it. You take attunement. And like I said, you find out that it has the properties to cast fog cloud, misty step, and create a steam method with a varying amount of charges. It's called Goldus Bubble Pipe. If you got that.
Yeah.
Nice. Stick it in your achievement.
Does it not concern you that I feel like everyone's taken the news that 30 years have passed pretty well? Did it not bother you?
Well, all my family was dead anyway. So nothing's really changed for me. My world is you, gentlemen. As sentimental as that may sound, I only know you, gentlemen, and care for you, gentlemen, and as long as I have you, gentlemen, I'll be all right.
It's nice having like a tight-knit group.
Exactly.
We all get along.
Exactly, and we are all your need. I imagine your former band members are long dead.
Why would you say that?
Well, just, the ravages of time.
Time, yeah.
There is a chance they'd survive. We haven't been gone that long, but it's unlikely.
Yeah. Right. There's a chance.
Very small.
Very, very small. Odd thing to say.
Have you seen my bubble pipe?
I have not. Why don't you give it a go?
I'm gonna blow some steam out of it. I use a charge for some steam.
You blow a small cloud of fog, which comes out. Fog that encircles you. One of the bubbles sort of catches some of the fog as these bubbles sort of come out above. You watch it as this bubble filled with fog floats and glides, caught by the uplift of air from this hole. You see it soar across the gap. As it gets to the land on the other side, the warm air that was causing it to rise ceases. You see it in the distance, catching the light of the moon. It lowers and lowers until it touches the surface and pops. The fog drifting away.
Well, that was delightful.
There is a huge crash
Oh.
as the entire island around you drops out of the sky. Starting slowly and then picking up speed.
Bagard, what have you done?
I very slowly and gingerly lower the
watch
pipe.
as the mists below just engulf the entire thing and then whoosh up to you, making it almost like you're stuck in a cloud for a few seconds before they fall back and settle. You are now a lone island, floating in a vast expanse of space.
I look at the pipe and I go, damn, this thing is powerful.
Did you just take out an island? With bubbles?
I think maybe I did.
Jesus Christ, Packard.
Who?
I'd like to think when that happened, Styles was hammering. And he's just there looking at the hammer. Like, I'm getting good at this.
You've still up working yet?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Right, well, I'm going to go, just go inside for a moment.
We feel really isolated now.
Yes.
Just black nothingness all around.
On our own. Oh, all those brain jars are dead.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, they did suck.
I'm gonna go rest.
Yes,
Well-
that's a good idea.
Nothing to watch anymore.
Yep. I'll keep watch, I guess.
As I walk past, I put my hand on Packard's shoulder and say, "Remember what you said to me 30 years ago about
No.
Scarrig?"
I think you're confused. I think we had some crazy times in the woods, and I think all our memories got scrambled.
Possibly.
Don't worry about it.
Well,
But I wouldn't say that to him if I were you.
No. I don't think.
Who knows what upset it would cause?
I don't think it needs to be brought up. I think
No.
the important thing is that what he's doing is for the greater good and to save the world, so he knows what he's doing.
Absolutely, and let's just move forward with our mission. Never looking back, just forward. Always forward.
Right.
Good.
Well, it's good to know
Good
that
talk.
your opinion on him has changed, and that
It hasn't. But so long as we are moving forward, then everything is golden.
Right. Good. Glad we're on the same page.
We're not. Forward, ahead we must strive. Never turning, never faltering, always moving forward.
Yeah, well, we're on the same page in that regard. We're moving forward to the same goal.
Forward.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Ozzy.
Good night, Mr. Packard.
Gearbox peers on, thinking to himself, sometimes human conversation is so confusing and seemingly needless.
You're not wrong, Gearbox.
It's in his head. He's just thinking it.
I can tell by the look.
The vacant
So what are you?
stare.
Why are you looking at me like that, Gearbox?
So, after working late on the project, after taking watch and destroying the island, Scarrick, you awake after a nice rest, fresh and ready to go.
Pop out for a piss. What the
I'm just
Hey,
sat there
guys.
on my chair
guys?
like,
What happened?
Lion's gone. Lion went in the night. Real fast, like. Say, Mr. Scarrick, I'm afraid the rest of the island is gone.
Shh. Well.
But
Wow.
we're fine.
Did we just cause loads of people to die? Because if we hadn't
No, they
clued, that
cause
wouldn't have
themselves to
happened.
die.
This is Democracy Manifest. You give them a little bit of power and they go mad with it.
The sucking Chinese meal.
Democracy Manifest.
Manifest.
He only died the other week. And
Touch my
I'm up
penis.
for making a joke, you know that, but go on. The guy's a legend, bit of respect, gentlemen.
He is it. R.I.P.
This one's dedicated to him.
Yeah.
Ah, dear.
You know your judo well.
Are you ready to receive my penis? That's the one that got me on the penis.
That's Ozzy's catchphrase. Okay. Well, that changes things. We need the airship. So how's it coming along?
Could you try and remove my curse now, Captain?
Ah! I was going to do that, wasn't I? I'm afraid I didn't prepare the spell. I'm joking, I did prepare the spell.
He didn't.
I was so
He was
enthralled.
just blowing bubbles all night.
No. After you went to bed, I prepared the spell. Let's have a look. Remove.
Oh, shit.
What do you mean, oh shit?
He's rolled a
I
dice.
rolled back.
Oh
He's done a
no!
roll.
It wasn't even your thing to roll.
Click the change.
Right, well, I'm going to. I put out my little ghostly arm
hmm
and I put it on his forehead.
Okay.
And I cast Remove Curse.
What level spellcaster are you? That's just your base level, isn't it? So you're level 9 now?
Oh!
You're level 9, 8, 9.
Where would that be?
We are
What
level
level's
9.
that?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's yeah.
You feel the way I imagine the remove curse spell is it's almost like you're looking into someone's aura and you can see into them where things are tangled, things are tainted, and other magics have bound them and constricted them. You can see it. You can see it's the curse. You're aware of that.
Well, it's a curse. Right?
However, the only thing cursed tonight is the internet.
Yeah, it's not just
However, no, everyone is lagging out.
Oh, everyone.
Alex is just lying.
Yeah, Alex is
He's been
gone.
disintegrated by the
I'm
curse.
guessing he put his hand in front and now it's just pixelated hand.
No, I think
Oh,
that's
man.
him. He's
That's
back.
just-
He's back.
Just how my body
Yeah.
is shaped.
It's him dropping out the sky. So you can see within Scarrick that he is cursed, and it is binding, like on his brain.
Ooh.
Where you'd normally be able to pull that away and remove that with your magic, this bind is too strong, and you can't remove the curse.
Ooh. I retract and I say, ooh. I've got good
What do you
news and
mean,
bad news.
What's
Well-
the good news? Is it gone?
The good news is I can see what it is. The bad news is it's there to stay. I'm afraid I am
For
not
how-
strong
like,
enough to
what do you
remove
mean
it.
to stay.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
I couldn't remove it.
Is the Sphinx still here? Did she go down with the
I think
island?
she was on the
I mean, you're
platform.
peering a long way away, but you can see the cliffside on the other side, and like you can see this platform still there. That's her side was attached to the main cliff, not anything.
She might be across there.
I mean, if she's still there, we could ask her on the way past.
Yes, you might have to seduce that Sphinx.
Won't be a problem.
Okay, but
Well,
I
you would have
feel
to roll
scared
for that.
down.
Gary, what do you think to the progress? How long do you think it'll take now?
Well, if we have a good breakfast and get on it, then
Looks like an airship to
you know,
me.
maybe we could get out by tonight.
Yes.
I'm a little bit disappointed that it didn't make me from my work. My effort. It's
Oh
unnice.
yeah, you worked through the night.
We
didn't
got
you?
we got quite a bit more done than I thought.
This looks great. I like the peening work on here. You've really made it decorative. I like
What
it.
work? Penis? Did he say penis work?
Peening.
No wonder it's taking
This
so
is
long.
why it's taken 3 days.
Who gives this
Yeah.
fucking penis? Tiny! If I'd known you wanted a sledgehammer, I would have got mine out.
Now is not the time for dick measuring, boys. Let's crack on.
Right, come
Time
on.
for
Let's
actual
get to
measuring.
work.
I put away my tape measure.
So you continue to spend the rest of the day. Now with the, I guess the worry-free notion that there is no one who can come to you. There's no one outside anymore.
I'd like to think we're all. Keep checking on Gearbox now a little bit. You right, Gearbox? Hold the engine
Yeah.
okay?
How you
Holding
doing?
tight.
Good,
I would-
good.
No pressure, but you are the one reason we're alive right now. Like, even though I could maybe get across in 10 minutes, but it'd just be me. You're keeping all these alive right now. Keep it up. You can't move the island, can you? We're just floating.
No, it seems it is only thrust. The ship itself, when this was attached, would have multiple engines on all different directions for different velocities and directional change, but we are but one part of the whole.
You reckon I could push it?
I pull out the geyser vending water out the bag and no, put it back in.
Perhaps, but you're creating an airship, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
We just,
I-
we
got
don't
a
need
bit-
to move the island.
Bit of time to kill while Styles uses
And
his penis.
Looks good.
What, the penis?
And as you sort of take a step back after like going at it throughout the day, if you look in your journals, you see what you've made. A metal version of this image, if you imagine
Oh, that's cool.
an alienistic style that uses a magical steam engine.
A clockwork
Um,
kraken.
Nope, magical steam engine to propel itself forward. And this also has a large blimp, which, as you sort of get to the last job, you begin to inflate this with crystals that seem to emit air that you've attached to the inside. The plans are beyond any technology you've ever seen, even considering you've been to wild space. You've seen things similar to this, but to actually look at the technology that does this, one of the things that's make it take so long is you don't understand what you're doing. You're just following a good plan. And it's worked. You have a skyship.
What's making it float then? These crystals.
Crystals.
Yeah, there's crystals that are inflating a large air bag above it, and it's propelled by a steam motor, which seems to be an infinite power source.
Where's the big bag of air on this picture?
It's not on this picture. Use your fucking imagination.
Come on!
It's above.
In my imagination.
Well, good job, boys. Misters.
It's beautiful.
So, if we head that way and see if the Sphinx is there, and if not, then we'll guess we'll carry it. Oh, gearbox.
Yes.
Yes. It's time for you to leave.
Well, no, you can come with us. If you just
Do you
hold
want
on
to
to
try
me,
the jump?
everyone can get on the
I
airship.
think
You
it
just
should be gearbox's option though, because he might die.
I may die, but then I feel my purpose is void here. I'm keeping an island afloat for no one.
I can't.
There's the dead brain in a jar.
I can't. I can't teleport you without your permission. You have to be willing, so it is up to you whether you want
His
to.
eye sort of
come.
looks up to you. It's worth a try, but make sure everyone is out first.
Packard,
This
you
thing will go down fast.
you wired him. Can't you just revert to it backwards?
The risk is too great. If this thing was to fall with you in, I would have killed you all. I can't have that. You have to return that journal to the Carter file. And you have to go on to find Qualish's lost laboratory.
Everyone get on the skyship.
Okay.
I would like a moment alone with Gearbox.
Okay.
Please don't leave me.
Blink twice if you're not okay with that.
Yes, Captain.
All right. No worries.
Right. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, I'm climbing on.
I don't get on the airship, but I step off to the edge of the island, wait.
I kneel down so I'm at Gearbox's level. And I say, Gearbox, the reason why I gave you such a hard time was because I saw much of myself in you. And it frightened me. But you have taught me that it's okay to be me. And it's okay to be you. And you were the best of us. And I give him a little kiss on the top. And I say, "Good night, sweet prince." and then I walk away. Then I get on the ship and I say,
There is a small chance I may survive, Captain.
"I'm afraid I've already come to terms with the loss, Gearbox. I've already begun the stages of grief. I'm at acceptance." I blasted through them quite quickly, you see.
Are you done?
Farewell, Captain.
Farewell,
May your
Gearbox.
nights forever be filled with fond memories of our conversations.
You know what, Gearbox? I will miss having someone to chat to at night.
Perhaps you will
That-
find another non-sleeper.
Non-spot?
Non-sleeper. Sorry, it's the static.
Yes, perhaps I will. Goodbye. And then I
Goodbye, Captain.
walk away and I get on the little ship. And I just sit at the front.
Stefan will be like, welcome aboard the Sky Cow, first mate. And I'm just like fondling the wheel of my new ship.
I say, "Nope." And I walk to the front. I walk to the front and I just sit and I just put my head down.
Ozzy.
I walk over to Gearbox and I look him dead in the eye. I said, Did he hurt you?
Show me on the
course not,
doll where he
Ozzy.
touched you.
Me and Captain Picard are good friends.
Are you sure? Are you okay? You can tell me.
Yes. We've spent lots of nights together,
Okay.
talking of many great things. And I will miss his company.
Well, you're going to continue spending long nights discussing many things with him because you're coming with us. And I slowly put my arms around
This
him.
procedure
embrace
is safe for you, isn't it, Ozzy?
him. Of course. We're just teleporting. Going from here
Just remember-
to there.
Finish your dues and take the diary back to the cartographer. It will be of great use to him.
We will. Along with you. We're going to save the world together. You're one of us now.
Count
You're
me
in.
down.
You're in the band.
Okay.
You're kind of a roadie, but, it's part of the band. It's part of the crew.
It's nice to be part of something again.
5. Count with me, Gearbox.
4,
4. 3.
3, 2,
2. Don't get ahead of me.
1.
1. And we both disappear into smoke and reappear on the deck of the ship.
For you on the ship, as you look back to the garage door, you see a flash, a spark of electricity inside. As you appear on the ship, Ozzy, holding Gearbox, your hands singe at the hot metal at the rear, where the wires have arced, causing the back of him to melt and parts of him to be pulled out and extruded. His eye, looking at you, locks on before the light behind it slowly fades. Just before it fades out, he says, "Part of the band." And then it goes dark. His limp body lies on the deck.
I'm assuming at the same time that island plummets to the ground.
Yes.
We should have taken this for a test flight first.
Gearbox.
His arms and limbs rattle against him. The inanimate metal that they now are.
I immediately try casting healing word on him. No, cure wounds.
As you push your hand to him as you would a normal person and try and divert that energy into him, it ripples over him and just fades.
I turn to Picard. He didn't make it.
Well, he knew the risks. And I'm sure he was comforted knowing that we tried.
Put him in my bag. We can
Sorry,
take
what?
him back to. Put him in the bag.
Put him
and
in
we
the
can take
bag.
him back to. There's a chance, maybe the cartographer could do something with him.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout.
Good thinking.
I made him honorary member of the band. The new band. Us. The Mr. Men.
Not the old dead band.
Oh, we should stop saying that, man. It's not funny.
I know, Mr. Rossi. It's not. It's purely factual.
How do you know?
Well, I don't, but I think I'm
Well, then
just
stop
weighing-
saying it.
weighing
You don't know
probably
anything
this-
about the band or what happened or what's gone on. Shut up.
Yes.
You see
You're
Ellie
obviously
crawl
about
out of Ozzy's cloak and just immediately like get next to him, fangs barred, just staring at you like raging.
It's alright, Ozzy.
It's
Calm
not
down,
funny.
calm down.
Yeah, but it's not funny.
No, I know.
No, all our emotions are frayed today. We lost a dear friend.
Yeah, we did. The only one who wants to stay up all night talking to you.
Indeed.
I tried talking to him last night. Fucking blew bubbles in my face. Prick. Let's storm off.
And then Picard says to himself as he's staring off into the abyss, and he says, "So who do you think it hits the most?"
Styles, do you mind taking the wheel for a bit? She handles a bit to the left, so you might want to take a goofy stance.
You mean the port side there, Captain? It's a bit to the port.
No, see, we're in the sky now, so it's left.
I have more experience of ships that fly than you. I think I'll stay the captain. Thank you very much.
Well,
Let's
this is
go.
my ship, so that's
Yeah, just because you built it, don't make it yours.
well.
I
take
think
good
if you
care of
remember,
it. And I'll wander down towards it and just light up the pipe and just sip them.
Oh, hey. Did you put, you see me, like, hastily wiping it to you. Did you put,
I brought the bag here.
you put thingy in the bag?
I brought the bag here. I thought we could do it together.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll help him
I'll
put gearbox in the
start
bag.
steering towards the Sphinx. Then,
Yeah.
as he can do his magic.
Sorry, I lost my cool back there. Package is pushing.
No,
Pushing
it's
buttons,
fine.
you know.
We're all raw at the moment. It's been a lot. And to lose someone who's got close to us, it's a big deal.
It is. It's not something you get used to.
I thought I'd lost you back there. I mean, I know I can do things, but there's moments where you worry that, you know, I couldn't have got to you.
I have faith in you, man. Like, you're the best of us. You're like, even if some of us don't make it, you'll see this through. I think it's your destiny to save the world. Rid the world of values.
I think I have a part, but I don't necessarily agree that I have to make it through for that.
We have to be careful, though. You know, we do well in combat most of the time, but it only takes just a couple of wrong moves, awkward
We've seen that.
moments, and you know, one of us could go down quite quick. We need to be more mindful of that.
Just remember the rings.
The rings. Oh, yeah.
Aye. Just in case.
Yeah. Fucking pack out, man. Fucking.
Aye, he can be alright.
He comes out, honestly. You don't even want to know what he's been saying about you.
You know, he thinks this is his ship. I mean, obviously it's mine. You know, I named it the Sky Cow. Come on.
He's
Well,
not once tried to claim it.
Obviously.
Whilst they're
bullshit.
having this little alley to Paycard. Paycard, what? Oh shit. Paycard, what do you think they talk about when they have these little moments? One of them's normally always blubbering. They just go off together.
I'm worried they're plotting to kill us, Mr. Styles. But we're not going to let them, are we?
I don't think they're plotting on killing her.
We'll be ready. We'll be ready, Mr. Styles.
Why
I'm a
did
bit
Gearbox die?
concerned that Scarrett keeps saying this is his ship. He doesn't sail. He didn't even know it's port and starboard earlier. He called it left.
Oh, it left, I heard. I had to stifle a laugh.
Next, he'll allow women on board.
Oh, heaven forbid. There isn't room. Where would all the tampons go? There just isn't room.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'd start like walking back with Skyrick and be like, as before we get to you, but like as we're walking back, I'd be like, well, he's never really been the captain of anything, has he? We all know that Styles is the true captain, so.
Aye, but it's nice to let him think so.
Humor. Yeah. He gets a lot of things wrong. Is the Sphinx there?
Huh?
Yeah, she's coming up.
As you head back, you
Appears to be
see
eating
Her
one of the
dock is-
monks.
jutting out from the thingy. And yeah, she is at this point curled up. You can see the body of one of the monks underneath,
Hey, beautiful.
but with the stars up above. She is somber. She looks across to you. Actually, she doesn't respond to your first.
Hey, beautiful. You think she can hear me?
You see her head move, and she looks up towards you.
I'll cast message to her actually, so she can hear me properly.
Okay.
Now. So that all went tits up, didn't it?
Why do you disturb me from my slumber?
Sorry about that. I was hoping you could give my friend his intelligence back.
Why?
Well, because it would be a nice thing to do.
He doesn't deserve it. He offered it to me, and I took it.
Could you offer it back? In exchange, we could give you a lift. Soon as your island's gone.
Your vessel is too small for me. I could bash it out of the sky with one paw. What else do you have that would be interesting to me?
I look down to my crotch. Well, you could just do it out of the kindness of your heart. And I'm going to cast Charm Monster.
Okay, try.
It's a wisdom save.
So, as you cast a spell, you're immediately blocked. And she looks at you angrily. How dare you? How dare you try to charm me? Do you not see me for who I am? I know what you're going to do even before you do it.
Do you?
Perhaps I'll take more of your intelligence. And she begins to stand, stretching her back.
Did you expect this? And I pull my pants down.
Oh. I say, Mr. Ozzy, please, let's have some decorum.
So, would you like to make an intimidation check? Or a persuasion check?
Definitely
What are
intimidation.
what are you going for here?
Just trying to catch her off guard.
Okay.
Then what? What's your plan? What's your plan after that?
I have plans.
You choose the role.
Intimidation. It's not good. Oh, I've got +8 on intimidation. Me. 12.
12. You break her flow.
Yeah, I do.
She's not she's not scared, but she is. The path has been broken. She stops and looks at you. What?
Has she got wings?
Yeah.
Shit, I forgot she had wings.
Oh dear.
She stretches like crick in
We're
her
all
neck.
going to die.
I can turn
Listen.
you... Hang on. Please give my friend his intelligence back, or I'll turn you into a mouse.
Leave now, or I'll smash you out of the sky. And she makes an intimidation check.
I think we better listen to her. She seems serious.
Oh, good though.
Why did...
It's
Or maybe she's lying like a jerk.
intimidation.
Why did
is
my-
charisma.
Did my charm
7.
monster just immediately fail?
She's immune to being charmed.
Brilliant.
This is a sphinx. This is a legendary being. This is not some
Fuck
mere
this legendary being.
run-of-the-mill ogre. This is something special.
What did she roll?
Her intimidation wasn't good. It was 7.
Well, the dice has decided.
But she just looks so cute.
How
Look,
fa-
guys, it's not worth this. Like, I offered it. It's my fault.
What would
It's
you
fine.
take
I'll deal with it.
in trade for his intelligence back?
The things I value are knowledge, information,
Give it the book.
above all
no, we
else.
I have this book on tide times. It served me very well. I'm sure you probably don't learn much about tides here.
You have both
Persuasion
volumes
check
as
if you
well now.
wish. He has got both volumes. It's got the complete saga.
16,
16.
volume 1 and 2.
And I can throw in a book that's titled "What to Do with Children."
I have no books.
Combine
Listen.
it with this book, and you know how to,
I'm
put
full.
children in tidewater.
I have to be honest. These fellows, even though stringy and bony, have appeased my appetite for today, and I'm tired. Leave now, and I will let you leave. Disturb me again, and you will pay with more than just your intelligence.
Oh look, the wind's catching us, and I just start steering away.
Oh, that's unfortunate. The
Um,
wind's caught us. Right, see you, bye.
Oh no!
She curls back up, and with one eye like on you as she sleeps, she just watches you sail away.
So, so Picard, which direction to these mountains and this glass kingdom or whatever it was?
City of Glass. Let me have a look.
Extracting the map, you see there is pathways through narrow mountain passes. Now, the map outlines a few. However, some have been crossed through, others seem to lie open. If you would like to make a
Intelligent. Speaking.
I'm going to say survival for this one, because it's like a navigation check I want you to make.
So
If you'd like to both make one, or you can do it together with advantage as you sort of ponder the route.
got a +7 on survival, so this is my shit. 24.
24.
14.
14. Between the two of you and looking at the navigation and looking at the routes, you begin to take the ship in the right direction. It looks like it'll be a day's full travel to arrive at the city. But with you, with you rolling so high, you do manage to avoid routes that have been blocked or caved in over time by looking at the trajectory of the land and understanding what would make good course and what wouldn't, and making the good decisions at those split joints and stuff like that. So over the course of a day's travel, you arrive at the city. Is there anything you'd discuss amongst yourselves across the day?
I keep muttering about how I could have had the Sphinx given the opportunity.
And I'd probably discuss, look, I know you like your new thing with your bow styles, but I might need to try something out, so you won't have that.
Are you taking back a gift that you've given?
Well,
Yeah, you can't do that.
it's my gift, I kind of have
Here,
a go.
watch this. Just hold on to the wheel and keep it pointing that way.
Aye,
Do you take the wheel?
yeah.
And I just walk off. The hands are full. Yeah, just, just if
Oh, he got
need his
sweat.
weapon
You're
to
the-
take it away. I just do
Yeah.
my own weapon.
you're the captain. You're the captain. You. Picard, tell him where to go.
This way.
Is he blackmailing me into not? What?
He would never do such a thing.
Skag, you do what needs to be done.
I want to have a go or something,
What do you want to try? You
I
go.
just do it, and I like infuse my hammer, and I go, watch this, and I chuck it out off the side of the boat. Oh no! And kind of just watch Ozzy's face, like in a
What?
stupid kind of like.
Why did you do?
Crappy
Do you need me to go get it? Why did you do that?
What?
You don't like
no,
it?
no, it's fine. And then just stick my hand back out and go, and it'll suck back to my hand.
Boss
Nice.
hammer. Nice.
That's a cool trick.
That is impressive.
So have I lost my things now on my
Yeah,
boat?
you've lost your plus one.
Didn't you do something to Ozzy? Can't you take that away from him?
Well,
His
that
is actually
really
really
helps
useful to
all
be
of us.
fair. Yeah.
It's the best one out of all
Keeps
of
him
them.
in
Wow, what was
T-Rex
that?
form.
It means that
It stops him
stops
from
my concentration checks.
changing out of polymorph.
Like in that last fight. it
Well,
kept
for
me
it,
in
for
T-Rex
other
the
stuff as
whole
well
thing.
as any of his concentration spells, he can use.
Oh
it
yeah,
for.
true.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's not
handy.
just polymorph.
Polymorph.
I'm
is-
taking them back off. Remove customization.
Is there anything you wish to do to prepare yourself for this next area?
So Packard, where are we going? A city of glass. Is that all you know? Is there anything else you can tell us?
City of Glass.
Okay.
Uh,
Anything we might need to prepare for the city of glass? Maybe some window cleaner.
That's all we got, I'm afraid.
If you any of you
I'm
want to
just-
make like a history check about the area as you sort of read the journal, you can.
Yeah,
I'm
I
maybe,
just
assume you've
like,
passed the journal
"Ugh."
around everyone.
maybe if I've heard of. Have I heard of it? Well,
You can try.
natural 20
Natural 20.
I killed the bone devil.
for 22.
But no, my powers aren't good enough. No.
You killed a little insect thing that was
T-Rex.
hiding in a bone devil. Don't get cocky.
T-Rex
Um,
didn't do that much anyway.
So with that roll, I think one of the things you sort of realize from reading the journal and just taking the time while you're traveling to piece all this together is that you recall more and more tales and songs and things that have come your way about these barrier peaks. It's been the barrier peaks you've been in since basically Scarrick's home was on the edge, and you sort of traversed into them, and this is where you found the monastery, and this is where this Theon Gloin is. You remember tales of strange things happening here and the alien-like nature of this environment, creatures that just aren't right and aren't of the rest of the world. This mountain range obviously holds many mysteries, which you've experienced yourself. Theon Gloin specifically, you don't recall, but having taken into the stuff you have already, you would proceed with caution. There's always more to what meets the eye in this area, and nothing is unexpected.
I would just, I think it'd be wise to prepare for the worst. Maybe not everything is as it seems. I don't think it's gonna be plain sailing. It never is for us.
Agreed.
If it's a city of glass, though, their privacy's a bit of an issue. I would imagine, you know, like ghost dormitories and stuff, see-through walls. Could be fun. I'm not
Alright.
Peter. I'm not
Ignore
weird.
that.
Um,
I can't actually add the attunement to the fucking Warhammer because I can't throw the Warhammer.
oh, because it's too heavy.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I might
so
It's
they
almost
just
like
leave it with
you need a belt of giant strength or something.
So you literally
Yeah,
just, so
so you
you
just-
threw it off the side and it just fell.
It's
Well, I've
gone.
already got that. But
Gone.
it obviously doesn't take that into account to be able to add it as an attunement to my Warhammer.
Oh, fair enough. Boo. You'll have to put it on your smithing hammer. He just threw his smithing hammer up like, whew, hey, look at this. Whee!
I'll just never really use it for that, so I might as well leave it with the repeating shot for that.
I would.
Well, say you tried it,
Yay!
but then you put it back.
I would. How long is this journey?
It's only a day's travel, like a full day. Like you set off on the night from the thingy, you travel all the way through the next day and the night, and then you'll arrive the morning after.
Okay, then I would send a message to. At some point, send a message to Gellen's son.
Yes.
Did we get
course
his
you would.
name?
Of course you would when I'm not on the bit with his name on.
Alan.
What was it?
Alan.
Oh, fucking Alan.
No,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it
bastard.
was Alan. I remember
Sounded
it being
now.
Alan.
And Gellen's wife
Quinn.
is Ellen.
Quinn. That does ring a bell.
What would you like to say?
Quinn. It's Ozzy. How is the war going? Any changes? I know you don't know us. but we're gonna save the world. Any info? Good.
Could be helpful.
After some time of waiting, Ozzy, it's good to hear your voice again.
Oh no, do you know what
Did we say this one was
with
fun?
the setting stones? We've always done it as like a walkie-talkie, haven't we? But
walkie-talkie,
you could change it if you
it's
want. But
cast mess. No, message is the one we count. We don't. We're thinking. It's good to hear your voice again. News is slow to reach Saltmarsh. We're well away from the main troubles. We're still sending ships and supplies up to Greyhawk across the seas. I believe things are at a standing point at the moment. Steady, but opposition on both sides. We just try, as a kingdom, like the other kingdoms, to support Greyhawk and all the ones on the barrier lands with everything we can. The weather is turning. Winter could be hard. These creatures that they fight, they're more adaptable to environments. It would be good to see you sometime. I would like to know more about you. My father, as I said, spoke highly of you.
Quinn doesn't sound as cool as his dad, I'll be honest. Sounds a bit of a square.
He's not ripe yet.
But how old is he? We did find out, right?
He's 30.
30. For anyone that's interested, it seems that Laugh's not too dissimilar in Saltmarsh, with it being so far south.
Oh, good.
But the border towns seem to be struggling. Gotta crack on.
We do.
Time passes. And on the morning of the next day, the narrow mountain pass that you've been navigating down opens up. Before you, the legendary lost city of Daon Gloin spreads out within a narrow mountain vale. Ancient and intricate stone towers rise up from the valley floor, though many of those are toppled into one another to form dangerous-looking walkways extending between the ruins. Rooftops and upper levels of the towers are strewn with vines and foliage, but a strange gleam extends across the lower reaches of the city. The city stretches out before you, and as you hover in your airship looking across, that is where we'll finish tonight's session.
Ooh.
Ready to explore next time.
Oui.